Howdy! How is everyone doing this weekend? Hope you're all having a good one. And yeah, we're back. We're back to what most of you enjoy. So, hooray. Anyways, today, by the vote of the people, yes, you, all of you, members of the GeauxBurns Nation from around the world, you voted yesterday in the YouTube community tab. And the clear winner was Red Dead Redemption Online. Well, Red Dead Online. Yes, Red Dead Online. Today on the PS4. Howdy! What is happening? Good to see all of you, cowgirls, cowboys, cowpokes out there. At a beast mode, Belfast gamer, Amy. Hello, Amy. Lynn, what's up, Lynn? ToykoTent's here, along with, let's see, Kane's here. We got River. We got Big Mule. Nice to have all of you show up. I want to say this real quick. Thank you so much to everybody for your patience, for allowing me to indulge myself a little last week by playing some Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And there were good times, there were salty times, but we're back at it again with Red Dead Online. As a fellow gamer, hopefully most of you understand that while predominantly the focus of the channel is clearly Red Dead and to a degree Grand Theft Auto and sometimes Mafia, every now and then I like to do something different. As long as it's rated T for teen or mature, then those are the games we play going forward, because those games are clearly not for kids. COPA, FTC, yeah. Anyways, but I do appreciate all of you being here, all my awesome viewers and subscribers. We're on the PS4 today. Probably going to be teaming up with Kane and whoever else wants to posse up with us on Red Dead Online PS4. Erica, what's up, Erica? Our awesome mod commander is here, along with Belfast, our mods. So we're at it again. I guess it's just random nonsense. Chill stream as usual. Hanging out, galloping around, doing this and that. That's the Planderlin. There is no Planderlin. We're never going to Tahiti. Mr. Baba Django, how's it going, Mr. Baba Django? Good to see you. Alright, so like I said, as always, I do appreciate all of your support from all across the world. You're all part of the GeauxBurns Nation. All of my awesome viewers, subscribers, fans, lurkers, as well as our great mod community. Appreciate y'all. Jen Trisket, hello Trisket, how's it going? And of course, our Super Chat heroes for November 2019, and all of our members, our junior members, our elite members. Members include Trippy Mark, Zoa, Azralynn, MyDune, Oliver King, ACG. All of them have been members for at least a year now. They have the golden 1-year membership badge. Whether you've been able to member for over a year or you were only able to do it for like a month, then either way, it is greatly appreciated. Never required, but always appreciated. Elite members are the golden camos, which include UG Outlaw as well as Fat Chinese Gaming. More members, Paradise Gamer, Chris Brad 79, Belfast Gamer, who's in the chat. He's one of our elite members. Hello, Belfast. Red and Nick are two of our members, and two more elite members. My good friend Phoenix, he's been a subscriber of the channel for over 5 years, since the early days back when I had maybe less than 100 subscribers. So thank you so much, Phoenix, for being an elite member, as well as Archangel, also an elite member. And honorable mentions to our junior members, ToykoTent, also in the chat, Adam Bennett, another longtime subscriber and junior member, and Lingo. By the way, you can always find the list of our members, link below in the description section, over on the About section of the channel, along with all of our social medias. Junior members, elite members, and Super Chat heroes for November 2019, going above and beyond for the GeauxBurns Nation. Let's see, who else showed up? Oh, Kari's here. Hello, Kari. Let's see, Riot's here. Hello, Riot. Kevin Boston is here as well. Good to see you, Kevin Boston. Nice hair. Well, thanks, Kevin. I've had it practically for my entire life. Let's see, Kari says, legend has it, this day Dutch still had a plan. It involves a little fire and brimstone now. Oh, I see. Kari is apparently still having issues logging into Red Dead Online. And he's also on PS4. Now, last night I was able to log into Red Dead Online. I had no problems, so hopefully we won't be having any issue today. Let's see, Mr. Babajango is predicting Season 2 Outlaw Pass will be 50 to 70 gold bars. I don't know if they're going to raise the price up from 35 to anything higher, Mr. Babajango, but I can imagine it taking longer to reach rank 70. So they'll probably make it to where it takes longer to acquire the club XP to rank up. So I can see that being a change going into Season Pass 2 or Outlaw Pass 2 or 3, or if we even get an Outlaw Pass 2. I'm sure we will. Let's see, Michael Washington. Howdy, Michael. How's it going? Hope y'all are having a great weekend. Let's see, Kevin Boston. Your hair looks different today. Looks shorter and darker. Okay. I haven't had my hair cut in a few weeks, and I actually am looking for a new stylist because my former stylist has closed her shop, and unfortunately, where she lives is a little too far for me to go and get haircuts from. It's kind of a weird situation, but since it's winter, well, it's approaching winter. It's the fall still here in the south, but it's actually very cool in the south, surprisingly. So I usually, during the fall, winter time, I usually grow my hair out, so I don't know. Kane, not you. You two stop it. Both of you. My hair is exactly the same as it's always been. No, Michael, I haven't got a haircut. I don't know what y'all are on about. I mean, I wash it and I brush it just like normal. See, Erica, you're getting over a cold? Well, I hope you get to feeling better soon, Erica. That sucks. Mr. Babajango, only because they described Season 1 as discounted. Oh, they described it as discounted? I don't seem to remember that, Mr. Babajango. But I think what they'll probably do is, I think they'll keep the 35 bars of gold the same. And I think they'll keep the rank 70 the same, because that's the way a lot of passes are, like Outlaw passes, Battle passes, as well as Rift passes or whatever. They usually have the same formula. Rank 70 is the max. And I think they'll just incrementally make it more difficult to rank up to rank 70, or at least make it take longer. So that's probably the way I see it going. Let's see, Space Monkey's here. You're not really late. I mean, we're just getting started, so it's all good. We're just getting started on the PS4. Let's see, Big Mule, GB, can you do me a favor and bring the map up and look for Madame Nazar? Well, Big Mule, the problem is that Madame Nazar does not appear on the map unless you find her. Now, fortunately, there are Twitter accounts that, keep track of Madame Nazar's whereabouts. Let's see, I have one of those that I follow. I follow very few on Twitter because I don't really care for Twitter, to be honest. But let me look at my phone real quick. Let me have a look. Let's see. No, that's not going to work, Kane. I'm in defensive mode. Nice try, though. Okay, let me set the posse. Alright, reform posse. Alright, let me look real quick, guys. Alright. Oh, she's in the Great Plains? Okay. Alright, thanks, Erica. Alright, like, up there in the Great Plains near, let's see, Beecher's Hope and Hennigan's Stead. Okay. Let's see, Kevin Boston, you wash your hair. That's how that's done. Well, you use some shampoo when you're in the shower. You scrub your hair really good. You scrub it, then you scrub a little bit more. And when you're done scrubbing, Kevin Boston, you let the water wash the soap or the shampoo out of your hair. And then when you're done taking a shower, then you dry your hair with a towel. That's how you wash your hair, Kevin. You're welcome. Alright, so Canada's going to be joining us today on the PS4. Let's see, Rivers 32 in eastern Oklahoma. You ain't going to go outside. It's not as cold here in North Louisiana, but it's still kind of cool. But thanks, Amy. Thanks, Erica. But yeah, I think it's I've said this before. I think it's a mistake that they decide to keep Madame Nazar's location a mystery. I know it's a community thing where, like, oh, it encourages the community to always be on the lookout for her and always asking those questions like, where's Madame Nazar today? I mean, I see the logic behind it, but as I've mentioned before, there's a lot of people that probably think that there's something wrong with the game to this day, So River's going to be joining us. That's cool. Alright, so we're up here in Ansburg because reasons. I needed a screenshot, so I jumped on last night to get a screenshot, and I just happened to pick Ansburg. Or just listen for the music. Well, Erica, you have to travel throughout the map in order to hear her music. But, I mean, because of social media, it's a lot easier these days just to... There's several Twitter accounts dedicated to Madame Nazar. I happen to be following one. So, that's what I would recommend. And we usually in our Discord, some of us are pretty good about every day posting where she is. At least we try to. It does get a little tiresome every day having to try and find her. Let's see, Mr. Bob Jango, they treat her like some kind of legendary vendor. I know, right? I mean, she is legendary. And she is special and unique. And we all cherish Madame Nazar, of course. But, like, for the rest of the community that has trouble locating her, I don't think it's too much to ask that they just have her icon appear for everybody. I don't know. It's just a little silly if you ask me. Alright, so let's see what the dailies are. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Tokyo. Tokyo, I'm so sorry. I meant to answer your question a moment ago. Thanks for... Like, look, guys, if you ask me a question and I don't get to your question, just ask the question again. Sometimes I miss your questions. I sincerely apologize for that. Yes, tomorrow we will be on the Xbox, Tokyo. So same time, same stream. Tomorrow, Xbox One. Obviously today, Red Dead Online. Oh, by the way, we're going to be posting a new vlog this week. And you have an opportunity, all of you, to participate in the vlog. It's about being grateful or thankful. Since it is Thanksgiving week coming up in America. You can share what you're grateful for, either in our Discord in a specific room that's entitled Grateful Vlog. Or you can go to our YouTube community tab and post in the community tab what you're grateful for. And you have till tomorrow to submit the things that you are grateful for in order to be included in the new vlog. Now, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, Uh-oh. My cat's whining. Whiny cat.
The cat has arrived.
Hello, Kane. How's it going?
Hello. Hello, GB. Hello, everybody in the chats.
Let's see. Easy's here. Hello, Easy. How's it going? See, Space Monkey. GB smile. I'm on TV. Is that a good smile? I don't know. That was a silly smile. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's see, Big Mule. We need more stuff. You have 20,000 to spin. Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about making an issue of. Let's see, hello, Rando. Rando just walking, galloping by. But let's see. Michael. Let's see. I think the reason the collector lady keeps on changing locations. No. I mean, I don't have a problem with her changing locations because that's part of her character. Madame Nazar is a gypsy, and gypsies are travelers. So I'm okay with her traveling around the map every day. It's just that I think that the icon should always appear on the map. Let's see.
I feel like instead of doing it every day, they should have done it like every week. That's what I think they should have done.
Oh, once a week thing? Yeah, I mean, some days she actually does stay in the same spot, same pot. Same pot. Yeah, the same pot. But the same spot, for at least 2 days in a row, but... Anyways. So you got a short shift at work tomorrow? Okay, cool. Well, I hope you're able to join us tomorrow, Tokyo. Oh, yeah, by the way, speaking of Kane and I are going to be working on a review video for the Legendary Bounties.
Right.
We're going to be going over, like, all 10 of them. We're going to try and keep the video as short as possible because one of these kind of videos has a way of, like, end up being too long. So we'll try to cap ourselves off at, like, 30 minutes in that video. But we're going to do, like, a quick fire review and rank of all 10 bounties. And you all have an opportunity to participate in that by going to the latest Legendary Bounty, the final Legendary Bounty, 4 and 5 star challenge video on Wednesday for Yukon Nick. And in the comment section, rank the bounties. Or at least say which ones were your favorite or least favorite. You can do that as well. So that's one of the things we'll also be doing at the end of the video for that video. So I have a few videos I'm going to work doing.
I've already prepared my list. I have GB. I've already prepared.
All right, don't be a douchebag to other people in the stream. Okay, don't be a douchebag. No douchebaggeries are allowed. So don't do that.
That wasn't very cash money.
No. That's one of my rules. Is I ask people to be courteous and kind to each other. Even if you disagree on things, you know, at least agree to disagree.
Oh, found a collectible.
But Michael, I mean... Okay, well... If you're going to be like that, then go away. We don't want you around here if you're going to be a douchebag yourself.
Shoo.
But anyways, you know, history is, you know, unfortunate. History is ugly. The best we can do is learn from history going forward in the hopes of not repeating history. That's what I'll say about, you know, things that have happened in our past. And there's a lot of bad things that have happened throughout human civilization. Dr. Anarchy, what's up, Dr. Anarchy? How's it going? Alrighty. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, let me look at the legendary bounties. Yeah, so I obviously missed today on my legendary bounties. I've gotten to the point where I don't even really bother with the legendary bounties anymore. I mean, the daily challenges.
Bounties.
I meant daily challenges. Daily challenges. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm surprised that you're streak reset. I thought it would have been fun.
I forgot that because of daylight savings, like, it got bumped back an hour, so instead of it resetting for me at 1 a.m. Central Time, it resets at midnight Central Time, and I thought I had enough time to jump on the other night and knock out a daily, but it was too late, and I just sat there like, okay, I'm going to bed now. Whatever. I mean, in all fairness, you know, I have, like some of you mentioned in chat already, you know, I have plenty of gold and plenty of money from grinding, so it really doesn't faze me too much. Plus, it doesn't take long to get that streak back up, so I'm not too torn up about it. But okay, so we need some squirrels. I'll show you guys what the daily challenges are. See, got drag a non-player enemy by horseback. That's easy. See, dry meat eaten. Hunt. I'm not gonna do hunt the leader. Facial appearance update at the Baba. Now I've just got to the point now where the daily challenges just don't really mean anything to me anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the big issues is that the game needs new content. Because a lot of us have plenty of money and gold. It's just we need stuff to spend it on.
Yeah. I remember, like, before Frontiers Pursuits, like, I think they were, like, double money for, like, 2-3 weeks they were.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was amazing. That was amazing. When
it was
like,
good.
Like, you know, gold.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know me. I don't need to be paid gold to shoot squirrels. I love shooting tree rats.
Fair dues.
So,
fair dues.
You know, this is my kind of day. Like, if it said shoot 10 squirrels or 100 squirrels, I would accept that challenge wholeheartedly. So, Outlaw, what's up, Outlaw? How's it going? Good to see you.
Hello.
Alright, so we got 1 out of 3 arrowheads found. Time to find some more. I didn't even look at the daily roll challenges. But how's everybody's weekend going? Hope you all are having a great weekend. I do thank all of you for being here today. Oh, there's a train. Yep, the tank is a junior.
Back for his revenge after the Red Ben bounty.
Oh, that? Well, that's not our fault. That Red Ben's the one who kidnapped him. So.
I guess you got a good point there.
All right, there's an egg over here. Let's get this egg.
Omelette.
How do I feel about shooting chipmunks versus squirrels? I find shooting the tree rats more enjoyable. Chipmunks I don't really bother with because they don't go into my attic without permission. And I don't think there's any chipmunks where I live anyways, so...
You get your egg?
Yeah, I got it. Alright, ToykoTent, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your work. I hope it goes smoothly for you. I think I felt like the camera was too far back on that. Alright, well now we're just doing what we're usually doing in this game. Just roaming around, galloping about.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
I I gotta admit, the game is getting a bit stale again, which is what I'm worried about, because everyone, whenever this game gets stale, you notice how everyone like are quick to bash this game for just becoming stale for like at least a few weeks.
Yeah, and that leads us to the question I was about to bring up, is when, like, oh, it's a question I ask everyone. Prediction. Now, I think that we will be getting an update. Obviously, we're getting an update to Grand Theft Auto sometime in December, but I also think that we'll be getting a update to Red Dead. Like, what does everybody think is going to be the release date of the next update? And what do you think will be in the next update? Try not to go too wild and crazy with that prediction, because it's best not to give your hopes up. Alright, later, River. Let's see, UG Outlaw doing damn good. Damn awesome. Just home from spending all day shopping. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you're having a good day, UG. That's very cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
Erica's still a little stuffy, but doing good. Okay, that's good. Just take it easy, Erica. I'm sure you'll be feeling better in no time. But I don't know. I feel like we have to be getting an update to Red Dead Online. I would say probably either this Tuesday or maybe December 3rd. I'm going to go on a limb and say that, because obviously they need a buffer of a week or two between Red Dead and GTA for an update. So it would make sense for them to update Red Dead Online in a week or two. See, Eldavo! What's up, Eldavo? That's right, we're back in Red Dead. Yeah, the people have spoken. We had a poll yesterday on the tab, the community tab, and you all overwhelmingly voted for Red Dead Online on PS4. And tomorrow we'll be on Xbox One. Chill Stream's back again, after taking a trip to a galaxy far, far away last week. We're back in the Wild West. Well, it's really not the West, but okay.
Well, the East.
Yeah, the Wild. I don't know what you, the Wild West or the something East. I don't know.
The epileptic East.
I
there
guess.
We go.
I have no idea. It is funny, this game. Like, it's set near the end of the American Old West period, but most of the map is not in the West. I would say probably New Austin is the most, Western feeling aspect of the game.
And southern West Elizabeth is more west as well, like north, like
Well, yeah, I would say Great Plains. Yeah, Great Plains westbound is what you would feel more western than everything else to the east. Let's see, Erica, the messed up east, yeah, the messed up east.
Yeah.
See, Archangel thinks there should be an expansion to the trader role. I don't know about that. I mean, I think that they're going to take it... what I mean is not an expansion per se, but like a next level, like going from like bounty hunter to maybe like a sheriff's deputy or a marshal. And they've already mentioned with the trader, it's possible eventually you'll be like a shopkeep owner, or you own a store or business or something. I don't know. Let's see, Dr. Anarchy, Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Online. I'm very merciless. I'll kill anything that moves. You have no mercy in your life. No mercy at all. See, UG Outlaw. See, I have my wedding tux today. Very cool. Very nice. Got the tux, getting ready to say them vows. He's getting ready for that. So when is the big day, UG Outlaw? When are you going to be doing that? Officially putting a ring on it. Well, you already put a ring on it, but I guess you put another ring on it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The official ring.
Yeah, because there's two rings. The engagement ring and then the wedding ring. Most people don't realize that, though. Most people think it's just one ring. No, it's actually two rings.
Two for the price of one.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
I think it's usually two for the price of too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, we're just trotting and galloping around. Hey, the Tank Engine Junior's back again. It's so weird how the train is. Like, it'll like spawn like on a very regular basis sometimes, and then there's other times where it's not so much. By the way, it's got us some delicious turkey. Yep, just in time for Thanksgiving. All are well.
Yay.
March 15th. Wow, that's planning ahead, UG. I mean, usually guys, we're pretty we procrastinate when it comes to those sorts of things. Like, oh, it's okay, honey. I know we're getting married in 2 weeks. Don't worry. I'll go get a tux. Don't worry. Not saying that I would do that if I ever was to get married. No, not me. But I'm just saying that that's something that, you know, tends to happen. Like no, honey, it's okay. yeah, I know, honey. I'm gonna go get a suit today. 1 month later, oh, I'm going today, honey. I promise. Yeah, yes, I know our wedding's like in a month from now.
Yeah, I promise you. Yeah, tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, we got plenty of time, dear. Plenty of time.
Yeah, just a few more weeks, you know. Not long now.
What? We're getting married tomorrow. I don't have enough time to get
shit.
I don't have enough time to get a tux. I'll just have to wear, jeans and a t-shirt. I actually had I wasn't best man, but I was one of the groomsmen and one of my friends, and that's basically how his wedding was. Like his wife, like, I don't know why she allowed it. I guess she just was okay with casual. And they're still married, by the way. They have 3 daughters. And like his outfit was basically like a pair of black jeans and a gray polo t-shirt. That's what we all wore. He wore that, and we all wore that on their wedding day. So, I mean, that's amazing that you could actually find somebody that's okay with, your future husband and, his groomsman or best man or whatever, just to your wedding. And it was a very short wedding too. It was very short and simple. But like I said, I mean, they've been married for numerous years, and they have 3 daughters, and they're still happily married. So, it's not really how expensive or how nice the wedding is. What matters is you're marrying the right person,
Yeah.
Exactly, Eric. I don't think either one of them really wanted a fancy wedding, but I think she would have liked it if he and us at least wore like a suit, Let's see, UG Outlaw. Let's see, that's what I'm going to do. That was what I was going to do, GB, but she kept telling me, well, it's probably best to stay on your fiance's good side. Like, if I was in that situation, and I'd get to the point where I was willing to, actually marry somebody. I haven't reached that point yet. Maybe one day or maybe not. But I think I would try to stay on her good side most of the time. And I'd be like, okay, honey, I'll go get it. I wouldn't want to wear it. I'm not really a tux person. I don't know. I mean, maybe like a suit and maybe a tie. I don't really like ties. Maybe I could at least work my way into just a suit and a nice white dress shirt or something. I don't see the point in ties. I just don't. They serve no purpose. Yeah, Amy, she was looking just a standard white wedding dress. It was nothing crazy. I mean, it was a nice dress. So she and her bridesmaids wore a nice dresses. But it was a pretty simple, easy wedding, so there's nothing wrong with that, though. You know what? If the bride's happy with the way the wedding is, that's the way it's supposed to be. Her big day too, And that's the way I've always looked at it. Like, if I ever did get married, I know it's her day, and I have to basically sit back and be like, okay, I guess I'll wear this freaking tuxedo. Okay, and there I go, clipping over a fence. Good job. Well done.
God.
That was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Hey, you say that now, Space Monkey, but give it 10 or so years, you'll probably warm up to the idea. As you get older. Nice flip, bad landing. Well, any landing you can walk away from, Erica. Let's see, UG Outlaw's okay with wearing a suit, but not a tux. But, like I said, like, usually the wedding day is not about us. It's about the bride. You know.
Yeah.
It's about her day, and
You gotta do what the lady wants us to do.
exactly. I mean, that's the least you can ask. Well, Mario, we're not on planet Bayazet, okay? I mean, that may be the way that, you know, Deanna Troi and Riker got married, because that's part of her culture. But, you know, on Earth, I don't think we do that. But, you know, on other planets, you know, other planets, is that the way they get married, you know, fully naked? That's perfectly fine. I'm a nerd. Let's see, Amy wouldn't. Amy doesn't want a huge fancy wedding. Okay, well, see, that's practical, Amy. I mean, as long as it's nice, you know, Amy. As long as it's a basic, nice wedding, you have the people there that matter to you the most. You know, your family, their family, you know, and friends, your closest friends and family.
And the YouTube sensation, It's Kane. That's another person that should be invited.
Well, she'll think about inviting you. She might invite you. I mean, Wales isn't that far from North England, I guess, so.
Yeah.
I guess you can make it down there.
Possibly.
Just don't let it go to your head. Don't be sitting around like, hey, everybody, I'm here signing autographs. Here for my friend Amy's wedding. Hooray, look at me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be like, hey guys, wanna watch some of that hits, you know, Minecraft LP that yours truly did? For old time's sake?
Yeah. Well, Archangel, I mean, I wouldn't. Archangel, I mean, if you don't want to end up being alone, you just got to do things that, you know, get you out there more, be more positive and stuff, you know. It's something I keep telling myself, but. You just got to change some things, you know, change some things about your life, get involved in things you're passionate about, you know, whether it's, you know, local groups or organizations and stuff, and, you know, eventually maybe you'll find somebody that shares your passions, and maybe you'll connect, and maybe one thing will lead to the other, you know. Just gotta try and be optimistic and believe that if you're meant to find somebody, then you're meant to find somebody. If you're not, then, you know, there's worse fates than being single. There are far worse fates. But what's most important is you first and foremost have to work on yourself and make yourself happy, and, you know, and that's something I'm constantly working on, and a lot of us are. So you got to first be happy with yourself and feel some sort of self-fulfillment. And once you feel like you're getting everything in order on your end, and you're working on your passions, you're eating healthier, getting in better shape, and all that stuff, then, you know, when the right person comes along, they'll come along, you know. Yeah, Amy, inviting yourself to my hypothetical wedding, Kane. Yeah, how dare Kane do that? How rude of Kane.
Hey. Someone's got to crash the wedding. You know, like that scene where it's like, you know, has anyone got any reason for the wedding not to happen? And then I'll just pop in and say, I oppose this marriage.
No.
You know?
It's okay, Kane, because you already have a honorary position in Amy's wedding.
I know.
Kane the flower girl. How nice. How sweet.
Oh my gosh. The flower girl. OMG. I'm totally excited about that. Just
Space Monkey, with that attitude, good luck finding somebody. That's not the right attitude to have, okay? We're all humans, we're all flawed, and none of us are perfect. You know, there's some good apples or some bad apples in both batches, okay?
Yeah.
You have to look at it that way. You know, you want to bash women, but there's plenty of men out there that are douchebags as well. So don't be so one-sided about this. I mean, none of us are perfect. We all have flaws. We all have issues. And not everybody is generally bad. It's just there's some people are not compatible, you know, and not always compatible. You want to find somebody that's compatible with you and vice versa. And, you know, it doesn't always work out. Now, are there some people that are real pieces of shit? Yeah, of course there are, sadly. I'm finding a lot of blood flowers today. I rarely find blood flowers. What's with this?
Alright, I'm back. Discord.
Ah,
Fantastic service.
the Discords.
Yeah, it DC'd me, and it just DC'd me. I came back again, DC'd me instantly. I'm back here again, and it seems to be fine for me at the moment.
Yeah.
But I got no clue what's going on.
I don't know why it happens to you a lot. It might be just an internet issue or something. But, I mean, you seem to have... But, like...
My internet's fine.
Yeah, I was about to say that, too. Like, you don't really disconnect too often in a game or anything, or usually your streams are pretty smooth. So, I don't know.
I got no clue. Maybe it's just a thing with Discord. Discord's like, oh, it's Kane. Everybody duck and cover, you know?
No.
It's like, oh dear.
I don't know what... It also could be, like, whatever you happen to be, like, using Discord through. Like, whatever your computer or phone is. Maybe it's that's causing... Yeah,
I usually use my phone, but I doubt it. Like, in the past, it was fine. Long before this problem happened.
Then at the end of the day, the only thing you can really do is blame Discord.
Yeah. The easiest scapegoat in all of the industry. Just blame Discord.
Yeah. Well, Archangel, you just... Like I said, you just gotta put yourself out there, you know? Just find things to do. Find things... Focus on... Don't focus on finding somebody. That's like a step too far. You take one step at a time. First off, you focus on, like, make a list of two or three things you're passionate about that, you know, you can do. Whether it's helping out in a soup kitchen on Thanksgiving or Christmas, or getting a part-time job or a full-time job, or just different things, you know. And maybe there's a book club out there, or I don't know, whatever it is that piques your interest. Look if there's a local group that meets once a month or a week or so. And Rip Kane, he's gone. Ripperonis.
I got killed by the train boy.
Oh no.
I don't even know how. I was just riding on my horse, and then out of nowhere, I just instantly died just because my character slightly touches the train.
Yeah.
It's like a slight little poke.
Well,
all my cords were filled up and all that.
Space Monkey, I told you months ago you have to let that go. We've all been rejected. Okay, it's just a reality. You have to accept eventually you'll find somebody that won't reject you. You just got to keep working on self-improvement, focus on school, making good grades, and, you know, focus on the future, you know, your future. Making sure you have as best of a chance as possible to succeed in life, and, you know, being physically and mentally as healthy as possible. And, you know, when the time's right, you'll find somebody. But that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's going to be the one for you. You still got a lot of life ahead of you, Space Monkey. Well, Archangel, unfortunately, when you reach our age, a lot of women out there that are single usually have kids. So that's just something you have to accept. It's just a reality. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just remember, you don't have to be their dad or stepdad. You know, and don't focus on that aspect. Just focus on the girl. You know? But I wouldn't even worry about that right now. Just like I said, focus on taking a step back. Dating advice with me. It's like a few weeks ago. Like, I was playing with Lark during one of her Dead by Daylight streams, and she was asking me for advice, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a single guy. Why are you asking me for advice?
Yeah.
Why do people ask me for advice on things? I mean, there's a lot of things I know about. A lot of it's nonsense, but relationships? Is it just because I've been in a few? And maybe people think, well, you know, he's not in a miserable marriage or anything, or maybe he knows a thing or two. I don't know.
Maybe.
Ah, I got all the wildflowers. Hello. Gold. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just can't. I find one thing I've come to accept, and this is a problem I had when I was younger, is you become too obsessed with this whole idea of trying to find somebody. when the rest of your life is just going by. And there's other things to focus on, and when the time comes, if it's meant to be, you will find somebody. Or you'll end up being in a few relationships before you find somebody. You know, that's just the way it goes. Let's see. Outlaw, find common ground. Exactly. That's another important thing, you know. That's one reason why I say go to, like, find things go become more involved with things you're passionate about in real life, you know. Because that increases your chances of coming across somebody that shares similar passions and interests. Now, you're not going to have, 100% the same interests or passions. There's always going to be differences, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Let's see, Archangel. The other thing is, I've had a couple women want to be with me, but I was not attracted to them. Well, I mean, that's always going to be an issue too. I mean, it's just like George Costanza famously said in the sitcom Seinfeld, which most of you are probably like, what's Seinfeld? Never mind. Only the greatest sitcom ever. But his entire point was like, what's the point? I like them, they don't like me, but when they like me, I don't like them. Now that's a reality that a lot of us have to come and accept. But there are always the possibility that you will find someone that also mutually likes you. It does happen. My issue is usually whenever I'm interested in somebody, they usually are already married or they already have somebody. I'm like, God damn it. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to freaking... Like, it's pretty easy to determine if somebody's married because usually they have a ring on it, right? But for, like, everyone else, like, it's hard to tell because, like, it's not like people that are single run around with some sort of badge or, like, I don't know, something to quickly indicate that they're single. And I'm sure a lot of people that are single wouldn't want to have some sort of thing anyways, right? It'd be kind of like a scarlet letter. It wouldn't exactly be something people were proud of unless you're Emma Watson or Tom Felton. They're self-partnered, okay? As some people like to say in Discord, right, okay.
Yeah.
It's just
That's shocking.
no, I'm sorry. I would tell both of them to their faces, no, you're single. Okay.
Single Pringle.
I love how people always come up with new definitions and terms and stuff. They're not self-partnered because if they found somebody special to be with, they would be with them. Okay? And look, I hope that everybody finds happiness. I hope Emma Watson and Tom Felton and I don't know. I never watched Harry Potter, so I don't care about that, but everybody out there deserves somebody. But being self-partner means you choose to be single. Means you're, you don't choose to be single if you find somebody finally to get you, quote-unquote, off the market. So, somebody special comes along for anyone that claims to be self-partnered. You watch them no longer identifying as self-partnering real quick. So ridiculous. Let's see, Amy. I love how this stream's turned into dating advice. I know, right? Well, it's a chill stream. We can talk about something else if some of you have a different subject you wish to bring up.
Oh, I have a great subject.
I have the fears.
Star Wars. There we go.
Why? No one cares.
Because I care.
I'm glad you care, but go to my review video from yesterday and you'll see how people cares. Oh, that's nice. No one cares about that rando commentator. My advice is, good hygiene and a nice shower and soap might solve that problem. Anyway, so, alright, Kane, go ahead, talk about Star Wars.
Yay! Thank you, GB. Very cool. So is everybody excited for the film that will, they'll probably destroy the entire franchise as we know it?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that's already happened with The Last Jedi. So
yeah,
I can't imagine Rise of Skywalker being any worse. Let's see, UGL Star Wars chat. Well, I'm gonna slowly walk away. Okay, moving on. New subject. It was great talking about Star Wars with Kane. Now we're moving on.
Legends will always be canon to me. Just like how Constantinople will never be Istanbul.
All right. Well, thanks for the sub, Nick. You're welcome to subscribe and join the GeauxBurns Nation.
Oh dear.
I'm just look, like I said. I mean, obviously, the majority of my subscribers, spoilers, don't care for Star Wars. That's fine. Some of us do, and that's perfectly. I'm perfectly content with that reality. I'm just glad that most of my viewers and subscribers were kind and understanding enough to allow me to indulge myself for a week by going to a galaxy far, far away. So for that, I say thank you as we mosey back into Red Dead. And hopefully, coming up very, very soon, we'll have a update to the game. Hopefully. Okay, new subject. What's everyone up to this weekend? Oh, me. I'm just playing video games. Yeah, if they did, well, yeah. There's things that they're doing right with Star Wars for just a moment. I think they're doing Mandalorian right, and I think Jedi Fallen Order was a great Star Wars game.
Yeah, Mandalorian's what I've been hearing is pretty good, especially with Baby Yoda.
Yeah, but this is one thing. This is the thing that irks me real quick.
Yeah.
Yoda is not the name of the species. In fact, we don't know the name of the species.
Yeah, I know.
And we probably never will, and that's perfectly fine. But that'd be like calling every human you come across a baby Kane. That doesn't make sense.
I think we can all adjust to that.
Not me. No. I don't like that idea at all.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Baby GB.
But anyways. Well, Nick, we gotta work. Everyone's gotta work and pay the bills, and I get it. And I understand. That's just the way it is, in this world. We all have to pay the bills, make the money. Gotta do what we gotta do just to make it. Tough times, but that's why when I do what I do, to keep some of you entertained while you're at work or hanging out. Inform you, entertain you sometimes. And I do appreciate all of you being here, hanging out with us this weekend. Yeah. Nobody tries to not call it. See, the problem with Yoda's species is because we don't have a name. Any name that they come up with will just be a disappointment. It's just like another sci-fi show, The Doctor, right? We'll never know the Doctor's actual name because any name that somebody comes up with will be, unacceptable, right? Even if it's a really cool name, like for The Doctor. There'll be enough members of the community that's like, oh, I hate that name. That's a terrible name. Why did they come up with that name? Of all the names to come up with for The Doctor. Let's see. Nick asked a good question, and let's mosey on over to that. To Queen Elizabeth II's greatest weakness, which is horses. That's one thing I've learned throughout watching The Crown. By the way, I'm binging season 3 right now. It's great. So my favorite horse in Red Dead Online, I have several. I would say the Turkman's probably up there, along with the Foxtrotter. So I like both of these horses. They're good horses. And UG Outlaw, I will see you. Oh, you got to go working late, UG? Okay, so speaking of work, UG, off to work he goes. And I hope work goes smoothly for you, UG. And thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good weekend. But what is everyone else's favorite? Kane, what is yours still the Arabian, or are you?
I love my white Arabian, but I'm starting to warm up with the Toledo or Collector's Horse.
Yeah, I give up trying to pronounce it because every time somebody they enjoy how I mispronounce the names of the horses in the game.
Yeah, I'm starting to warm up to the Collector's Horse though. Like I'm starting to warm up to it. Like originally I would always just use my darling Clementine, but
gotcha.
I've given her some rest. I'm starting to enjoy my boy Ed, the Collector Horse.
Yeah. So Nick also likes the collector horse, aka, as I call it, the Foxtrotter Mark II. I like the Foxtrotter Mark II. In fact, Galaxy Traveler has that as one of his forms. Its forms. That's forms. Yeah, I mean, whatever Galaxy Traveler chooses to be, whatever form, we accept Galaxy Traveler. Our Lord and Savior and demigod.
The God Emperor.
Yeah. Let's see, Mr. Young. Hello, Mr. Young. You like the Breton? The Breton's all right. I don't know. I mean, it's a thick horse, and it does well in combat. But I've never had much luck with it against like predators. Like some people say it's great against predators. That's not something I've experienced personally. Usually it knocks me off just like any other horse. I just need a braver horse in my life.
What's it to be?
Alright, let's go ahead and sell this alligator skin before I lose it. They need to fix this little issue that the recent update caused. Should automatically go to the sell option. Maybe they'll fix it one day, or maybe they won't. Let me sell some gator teeth. See, Rainbow Dash, what's up? How's it going, Rainbow?
Sorry for defensive. Some dickhead tried to run me over. Tried shooting at me.
I was reading chat. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
It's okay. No worries. Yeah, some players are like that, unfortunately. See, Rainbow Dash likes the Ardeny. Yeah, a lot of people like the Ardeny. You know, the Appaloosa is a decent horse. You know, I've been enjoying the new Appaloosa Red Dead Redemption 2 story on PC. It's definitely not a top tier horse, but it's a nice horse. Yeah, Nick. One cool thing is the fact that after a while you start to remember where the different locations are, and it becomes a lot easier, especially if you're metal detector to go to here or to there, because you know basically where you need to go. Space Monkey's getting salty with some Fortnite. Well, Space Monkey, go play something less salty then. That's what I would suggest. Little apple.
Insert anti-Fortnite comment here. Right. Oh my god, you're playing Fortnite. Wow.
Let's see. Alright, well, we'll change Galaxy Traveler's form because, I mean, I'm very partial to the Turkmen form, but we'll go with something else. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Alright, behold, Galaxy Traveler's form has changed. Since everybody's talking about the Foxtrotter Mark II, might as well pull up the Foxtrotter Mark II for a little bit.
This is like regeneration. Like Doctor Who and all that.
Well, I don't know. I don't really consider it
Except,
that. More like shapeshifting, you know.
Except for the transformation isn't as cool as the Doctor's, you know.
Well,
like,
yeah,
the Doctor,
this is true.
Beam of light is just bursting out of his body, or her body, depending on what gender the Doctor ends up being.
Yeah.
And then it just the person transforms to a new being.
Yeah. Let's see, Rainbow Dash currently on Xbox One collecting, so you can get nice, very nice Rainbow Dash. You make some nice money that way. Now we just need stuff to spend it on. That's the issue at the moment.
Oh, I just remembered. Speaking of Doctor Who,
that's right. The new trailer dropped in.
And it's Doctor's birthday. Doctor Who's birthday.
Yep. Doctor Who aired on this day and November 23rd. Sadly, the same day as another infamous day in our history, well, American history.
Actually, it was the day after.
The day after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Yeah. Let's see, Andre. What's up, Andre? How's it going? Yeah, history.
Yeah.
I also have a Breton, but like I said, I mean, I don't know. I think I like the Foxtrotter Mark II a little bit better than the Breton. But I still love the original horses like the Foxtrotter and the Turkmen. Because there was a vote, Andre. There was a vote in the community tab, and the GeauxBurns Nation had spoken overwhelmingly voting for Red Dead Online on PlayStation 4. We'll get back to Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC probably, I would say Monday. Tomorrow will be on Xbox because I do like to balance that out. So Red Dead Online Xbox tomorrow. And Monday we'll have a new vlog over on the vlogs channel. And probably Monday afternoon, if nothing else is going on, we'll do another episode of Red Dead Redemption 2. There's no console wars, Nick. We're all gamers here, you know. It doesn't matter what you play on. Unless it's Stadia. Just kidding.
Yeah.
For those of you on Stadia, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But why? Like, are you just a glutton for punishment? I really don't know anybody that actually got Google Stadia. Like, nobody's come up to me and said, "Hey, GB, I got Google Stadia." Or if they did, they're not admitting to it.
Wait, hold up. Didn't Red Dead just come out for Stadia?
Yeah, it did.
Why? Why?
Money, that's why. Obviously, Google probably offered Rockstar Take-Two some money. See,
but it's like, still.
Yeah. See, Archangel, I'm excited for brand new news on the next generation Xbox coming up in months. I'm surprised they haven't officially announced it yet because the PlayStation 5 was already announced. So, but we do know we're going to get one. Nick, no, you can't play on the same account. You have to have separate accounts, unfortunately. See, Andre, did you hear the news about Copa? Yeah, I did a video about Copa over on my political channel. And Copa is obviously going to have a very negative effect on a lot of channels. And it's something we've talked a lot about in our Discord community. Myself, other viewers, and content creators. And it's definitely something a lot of people are concerned about. And it's just bullshit because this is something that was YouTube's fault, you know, Google's fault. You know, they're the ones that got in trouble. And all of its content creators and streamers seem to be getting punished for it. As they throw all of us under the proverbial bus. But I just want to say for the record that my channel is not a kid-friendly channel. The video games I mostly play are rated teen to mature. Mostly mature. So, and you look at my demographics, as I did a screenshot of earlier and posted in Discord. It's like, clearly my demographics reflect that my audience is adult-ish.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Cormac did make a good point that it's definitely easy to lie about your age on the internet. I mean, it's not exactly...
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty easy. You just gotta, like, change the year and you make the internet just believes you. Like, oh, okay, you're 50 years old. Okay. Sure. It's not like you have to provide proof that you're a certain age, unfortunately.
I don't know if, like, you know, Copa and, you know, the FCC and all that understand that it's easy for people to just lie about their age online, but...
Yeah, well, I think they do Let's see. Tough Eagle, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the GeauxBurns Nation. So yeah, I heard that they're finally getting a new Half-Life game, but it's a VR game, which is kind of weird, Archangel, because a lot of people have been wanting Half-Life 3. But maybe this is a step towards Half-Life 3 after all these years. I mean, most people gave up on Half-Life 3. Never happened.
Wait, there's a new Half-Life.
Yeah, it's going to be a VR game.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So it's like, who knows how long since, like, you know, Half-Life 2 released.
Yeah.
They still haven't released Half-Life 3, but they're like, hey guys, just get this VR game. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll get Half-Life 3 when the universe implodes.
Yeah, something like that. See, Biketron, the current tech is not the air for Stadia. Well, yeah, I mean, the problem with streaming video games is unless you have like really good internet, it's not going to work. Even like people are having problems with Stadia and they have really good internet, and that was a problem I had with PlayStation Now, is that despite the fact that I had really good internet during the free trial, you know, I played a few games on a PlayStation Now, and this was a few years ago, so maybe it's better now, I don't know, but yeah, it's it's just it's a direction we're going, but the problem is there's not enough people out there with good enough quality internet to actually take advantage of, you know, streaming video games. And I don't know, I feel like we're still a long ways off from that being a, you know, even remotely popular enough to be viable. And it's the same issue that VR has. You know, see, speaking of VR, Rainbow Dash says the VR Half-Life game trailer looked great. To be honest, I wouldn't buy a VR. Exactly, a lot of Half-Life fans, they're not going to get this because, like, VR is still...
Half-Life 3.
Yeah, they just want Half-Life.
Half-Life 3.
Yeah, that's all they want. I agree. See, Nick says he had VR, but he got sick. Yeah, a lot of people get sick with VR. And that's another reason that people get turned off to it. Plus, it's expensive, and it's for the most part, it's like a big clunky headgear you have to put on. You have to do all these steps in order for it to work somewhat properly. And there's only a few decent like VR games out there. Yeah, I agree, Nick. We're definitely not there when it comes to the technology for VR, but I think eventually we'll get there. Alright, so what is our plan here? Have you done the Yukon Nick Legendary Bounty?
Yeah, I finally got around to doing it.
Oh, nice.
I actually did it the next day after we were talking about Fallen Order spoilers.
Okay.
You know, in the DMs.
Gotcha. Cool. So we'll be working on that review. Maybe we'll voice it sometime this weekend or something.
Yeah. Just DM me whenever you're ready.
Okay. Well, that's obviously a time difference, so we'll just have to make sure it works for both of us.
Yeah.
Shit. There we go. Let's say Bytron, the controller for Stadia, looks like a cheap POS from GameStop. Someone else was ripping on the controller as well. Yeah, Erica says, yeah, it looks a little weird, but Erica, it's a gender-neutral controller. What the hell that means?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's neutral to both genders. And
this is... Look, I'm all about, you know, you do you, you know, teach their own. A controller is a controller. It's not male or female, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a PS4 controller or an Xbox One controller. Yeah, that's yeah, Erica, that's something they have, like one that like a color that's gender neutral, and they were promoting it the other day, and they're getting backlash for it. I mean, it's a controller.
Are you bashing the gender neutral controller for Stadia? How dare you?
You're
so far
like,
right.
who thought that was a good idea? Like, oh, we're gonna have a gender neutral.
You're so far right, GB. How dare you insult this lovely controller? It's fantastic.
It's bits of plastic and metal. I mean, come on.
I don't care. I know some small child in China might have made it, but still, come on. It's a great controller for all genders.
Well, isn't that the point, though? People get outraged over the wrong things. You know, like, let's not talk about the way people are treated in other countries and authoritarianism and all that stuff. No, let's get outraged about a controller.
I know. How dare you get angry at my lovely controller?
I've seen... Nightwing, Nightwing, take that up with Google. I don't know what it is. It's always... A controller's always been a controller to me, you know. It's just a controller.
Yeah, on a serious note, whoever thought of making a fucking gender-neutral controller?
They're morons.
What are they on? Is their name Jim? Is their name Joe?
I don't know. I just... Some marketing team or consulting firm thought it was smart. Like, oh, this is great marketing. See, this shows that Stadia is really for everybody, you know? Like, it's just a controller, dude. Let it go.
No.
Well, you know what people care about when it comes to a controller? How does it feel in your hand, and where the buttons are, and how the functionality of the controller, you know? That's what people care about. Men and women and everyone else.
Yeah.
It's just...
I personally find the PS4 controller, it's fairly smooth, you know? You might, I don't know if you disagree or agree, but, I personally find the controller smooth.
Well, I've said this on...
controller.
Well, I've said this on numerous occasions, because I have both, Xbox and PS4. And, like I mentioned, I'm never about the console war, because it's all about games. You know, us being gamers, you know, that brings people together, in my opinion. And there are pros and cons to both consoles. But at the end of the day, I do like the Xbox One controller more. But in my opinion, the PlayStation controller will always be a very close second. They're two of the best controllers ever made. That's how I feel about it. But I personally like the Xbox One controller just a little bit more. But that's how I feel about it. And if you disagree with me, guess what? We all have a right to disagree.
Exactly. I respect your opinion. I'm not going to attack you for it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for not canceling me.
Yeah, don't worry. I ain't gonna do one of them, you know, social justice wars. They're like, how dare you insult the Stadia controller? It's so diversive. It's literally pushing the boundaries for all equality in male and female.
Yeah. Let's see, Red. Hello, Red. How's it going? See, Red says he tried the Stadia thanks to a contract. The input lag outside the state makes it unplayable. The Chromecast overheated to a dangerous point. Stop using the Stadia controller. It's cheap, and so that's the other problem. It doesn't look good, and it's apparently cheap, according to Red. So, raving reviews there, Google. Raving reviews. It's like everything that could have gone wrong for Stadia did go wrong. Like the launcher looks like crap from what I hear. And the streaming is terrible. And the controller sucks. And apparently also the Chromecast is a bit of an issue there. So why did they even think that was a good idea? I mean, I guess Google has so much money that they're just... This must be a freaking tax write-off for them. That's what it is. It's nothing more than a tax write-off. They needed to throw some money away, and they said, well, how can we throw away some money and write it off? Oh, I know. I have a brilliant idea. Let's create a crappy gaming streaming service. There we go. Brilliant! That's what I think happened. Just my theory. See, Nightwing, I don't think I'll ever buy Stadia. Yeah, I'm not going to ever buy it either. It's like I mentioned the other day, like, yeah, I'm not going to buy Stadia for anything. I have no motivation at all to get it. None. And the majority of gamers don't either. And I think those that actually got it only got it out of because they had money, and B, they had the internet, or at least they thought they had the internet that could handle it, and B, it was probably some sort of weird, twisted, morbid curiosity, which does happen, sadly.
And C, they were probably paid off by Google to, you know, show it off from their channel.
It's possible, but if that's the case, then there's a lot of people ripping on it, though, so that didn't go so well.
There was some YouTubers that I saw that were playing, and they were like, "Whoa, it's so epic and radical, man."
Well, sadly, there's some out there like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as they get the dosh, they just got to, you know, put on a fake act and then, you know, get their money.
Yeah, it's sad. See, Red, they make it impossible to fix. You need to see a solid to solve any of the issues. It's like a Switch Pro controller. Really funky. Also, there's no way to buy another platform. You need a phone to access that. That is weird. Well, thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. See, Bodytron, Google would have been better off doing something similar to Steambox. I think the reality... This is what Google should have done, in my opinion. If they're interested in the gaming industry, they should have gone at it as building a new development studio. Like Google Studios, right? And they should have put together a team of gifted, talented developers out there in the field, bring them together or hire new people, and start creating some like AAA indie games and get those out there across all platforms. In my opinion, that would have been smarter. Like if I had ridiculous amounts of money and I had to choose between creating an entirely new like streaming service or console or publisher / developer studios, that's the route I would go. You know, just get some people on board. And there's plenty of talented individuals out there. Like, case in point, the Benz. You know, the Benz. Hire Leslie Benzies. I mean, he has his own studios now, and he's working on a game. But there you go, Google. Hire him. Put him in charge of of a hypothetical new development studio. Throw some shit ton of money his way. Let him hire the people he wants to hire, and then watch the magic happen. That's just off the top of my little head. I lied. My head's not little. It's a big giant melon. As many of my peers back in school are used to point out, people are so kind and caring and considerate. Yeah, so thoughtful. See, Bytron, forget using a mobile network. Shit will burn. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm thinking. That it was nothing more than just some sort of clever tax write-off. Because a lot of these companies that are like multi-billion-dollar companies, they'll intentionally do shit like this just to create a tax write-off. Because they know there's a very good chance it'll fail, and if it succeeds, then okay, more money for them. But a lot of them do, like they come up with clever loopholes. And I think a company as big as Google or Alphabet or whatever the hell it's called now. That's just my theory. See, Red, also play a mobile, even more stupid. You need the Google Pixel first. Doesn't work on Samsung or Motorola. Doesn't work on anything, but except for maybe Apple. That's like almost all the freaking like smartphones out there. I see, Mr. Young, have you and Kane picked your games of the years yet? You know what? I'm gonna let Kane talk about his game of the year. I'm gonna BRB. Hope you guys enjoying the stream. If you get a chance, check out Kane's channel. He was playing a weird game yesterday. I watched for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And then I left.
It's very weird.
All right.
Very weird.
I will be right back, Kane. Promote your channel and talk about your idea for game of the year.
Okay. Well, my channel, I usually do GTA and Red Dead stuff. I'll probably stream some GTA after I've finished hanging around with good old GB today. But my game of the year, this is my personal game of the year. There's 2 nominees I'm thinking of for game of the year of 2019, and here are the 2 I have in mind. And this is my personal opinion. If you disagree, I respect your opinion, homie. But you know, this is my opinion. I think it's a tie between Days Gone and Jedi Fallen Order. I personally think Days Gone was a brilliant story. Zach Whitmurphy did a fantastic job at voicing Deacon from Days Gone, and the Brotherhood kind of story, you know, with you know, Deacon and I can't remember what the other guy's called, but basically, you know, the 2 main characters. I like their little bond. And all, like, what you can do with all the settlements, you know, you can raise your trust level with them. But Days Gone's one of the games I would choose for game of the year. And then there's Fallen Order, which GP just finished playing.
Yeah, just finished
and
that.
I think Cal was a great character in Star Wars. But
Now, if you had to pick one, what would just be Days Gone?
I don't know. Days Gone and Fallen Order, they're both fantastic games. It's really difficult to choose out of both of them, you know? Yeah. Like, you know, Deacon and Cal, they were both fantastic characters for their own stories. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Deacon was a fantastic character, you know, for being like a badass, you know, biker, just fighting ways of, you know, the undead.
Yeah.
And Cal was like, you know, a brilliant, you know, Padawan, you know, trying to hide from the Empire during, you know, the Purge and all that.
Yeah.
Like, it's really difficult. It's really difficult. But I had fun on both games. What about you, GB? What game?
That's a tough one because, as most of you know, I don't exactly play a ton of video games. I'm the type of person that will buy a game and I will play it. You know, I'll just go straight into it.
Yeah.
Just like of every year, there's always great games that come out every single year. By the way, anyone else have any recommendations for game of the year? Feel free and leave it below in the comment section. Any game that came out in 2019 that you really enjoyed, that you believe is deserving of being game of the year, whether it's a AAA game or an indie game, feel free and let us know in the comment section. Well, in this case, the live chat. If you're watching this as a video later on in the future, then you can put it in the comment section if you want.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think, to be honest, I played that many. I played, Ace Combat 7, so I don't really consider that to be game of the year. I enjoyed playing it. Jedi Fallen Order was a great game. It's far from perfect. It has issues, but it's definitely a step in the right direction for Star Wars games going forward. I did enjoy the characters. The story was good. It was better than Last Jedi. Not perfect. It has, like I mentioned in my review video, it has the typical Star Wars tropes and cliches and twists. But overall, it was a good story. There was some great moments in it. And I enjoyed the lightsaber combat. It was really good. It required you to actually think and do more than simply mash, buttons. But do I think it's up to the level of Game of the Year? That's a toughie.
Yeah.
But I will say this: it's definitely a step in the right direction for those of us that have been wanting the industry to also give some attention to single-player games. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like I'm a good judge on this one because I didn't play enough games this year to properly give an assessment about what I think personally would have been worthy of Game of the Year, because there's probably a few other games that might have been more worthy. And I think another thing you have to consider when it comes to a Game of the Year is it has to be something that was, I guess you could say, revolutionary, that did something either better or brought something new to the table, or something unique, or a new twist. No, J. Rush. No, not Anthem. No. Definitely not Anthem. That garbage. Let's see, Red. Let's see.
I completely forgot about Anthem.
Yeah, you and almost everybody else. Let's see, Red's conclusion regarding Stadia. Don't buy Stadia. Wait for Project X if you're really interested in cloud gaming. See, they won't be hit for countries like mine where some of the people can't have. Yeah, exactly. It'll be good. It'll be good for countries where it's, because consoles they're not cheap. So, and a lot of people are in very real situations where they have to basically pick between paying the bills and the food on their table and keeping a roof over their heads over, luxuries like video games. And the reality is, video games are a luxury.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mr. Young says, Resident Evil 2 is your game of the year. Haven't played Death Stranding or Fallen Order. I feel like and I know some Kojima fans may not be happy with me about this. That's fine. If you love Death Stranding, that's fine. I believe that Death Stranding will probably be Game of the Year, but that doesn't mean I have any interest in playing it, because once again, it checks some boxes, right? It brings something a little different to the table that a lot of other games haven't. So it wouldn't surprise me if Death Stranding ends up winning some awards. And my philosophy's always been is that, even if it's a game I don't like, if you enjoy it, then that's perfectly fine. We all have different games out there, different genres, and that's the beautiful thing about games. Rush, Fallout 76 came out last year. It wouldn't count as Game of the Year.
Yeah, you're a bit late, Rush.
A year late on that one, on that hit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the game I think would be Game of the Year, even though I have no interest. I mean, I've watched some reviews on it, like Angry Joe's reviews, a few others. And there's some things that are interesting about it, but then there's all that walking. It's just, even for a patient guy like me that loves exploring an open world, I don't think Red Dead would be as enjoyable if you didn't have your horse. If like all you could do is just walk around and maybe eventually get a horse, I think it would turn a lot of people off. Even though you start off at like a low tier horse, at least you have a horse to begin with. I think was it a Kentucky Saddler or is it a Tennessee Walker? I think it's a Tennessee Walker, the first horse you get.
In story mode, it's a Kentucky Saddler.
Okay, a Kentucky Saddler. It's a nag.
It's the beloved scrawny nag.
The scrawny nag, but
the horse that never left me alone during the beta.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
See, Eric, are you going to replay the Saints Row series? Nice. I know they're working on a new Saints Row game, so that's something a lot of people are looking forward to. I see Archangel. See all games you're playing: Fusion, Frenzy, Hydro, Thunder, Hurricane. Cool. Very cool. Archangel, did you guys know that you can make your own Xbox controller? Yeah. I mean, I mean, mine's customized, see? I like the customization on my other Xbox controller better. But,
Yeah.
trial and error. Some things don't work out as well. But I do like the fact that Microsoft has that. It's something I wish Sony would do as well. Make it to where people could go on like a Sony site and customize their own PS4 controller, because I think a lot of people would do it, you know.
Yeah, like, I mean, I know there are sites like out there, you know, like Control Freak, where you can get custom, like controllers which are like custom designed.
Yeah.
But you know, what I feel I want, you know, something that's unique for me and not just like, you know, has someone's, you know, YouTube branding all over it. You know?
Yeah. See, Bytron, how on earth is anyone still playing Fallout 76? Well, I mean, there's a community around it, and I think they have made some improvements to Fallout 76. They still have a long ways to go, and Bethesda still being Bethesda, making more mistakes as usual.
Yeah, it just works though. It just works.
I am sincerely hoping that we see a redemption arc coming for Bethesda in the future. Because, look, I would love an awesome new Elder Scrolls game. I know a lot of you probably would too, hopefully. Because I love Skyrim. Not enough to keep buying it over and over again every time they introduced a new platform. But, you know, I enjoyed it on the 360. And I really enjoyed it, you know, the special edition when it came out on Xbox One. Especially with all dim mods, you know. So, but I had no interest to... I mean, I've been there. I've put tons of hours into Skyrim. Every now and then, maybe I jump back in for fun. But a lot of us want something new, you know. We want to go forward with the story. Yeah, I know. There's Elder Scrolls Online, but... See, Eric, after the last Fallout game. See, that's the direction Bethesda needs to go. They need to get back to single-player games. That's their strength, is single-player games.
Yeah.
And they kind of went off course with Fallout 76, and I think that's because of the success of Elder Scrolls Online, but Elder Scrolls Online, I think it was handled way better. I mean, even though launch for Elder Scrolls Online wasn't perfect, that game has gotten better since launch. But, like, Fallout 76 is just continuing to have issues.
Yeah, you're like, it's almost like every day you hear something worse, you know, about 76.
Yeah. But, I mean, here's the sad reality. We're playing a game that also has issues. So, being realistic.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I like about our community, the Red Dead Online community, is that we're not a bunch of fanatics or fanboys or fangirls. We're fans. We support this game because I think a lot of us believe that this game still has great potential.
Yeah.
But we're very realistic, and you have to be realistic when it comes to this game. And we know that there's still, even though it's gotten considerably better over the past year, and it's been, what, basically a year since launch. That's crazy. A year's gone by. But this game is way better than it was at launch, but it still has problems, and it still has a lot more that needs to be added to it. But with each update, it gets a little bit better. But the problem is, as we were talking about a moment ago, with the way online gaming is now, is that a lot of studios have come up with clever ways of continuing to add content. Now, a lot of that content is probably just cosmetic stuff that people are wasting time and money on grinding for. But, like in Red Dead Online, I feel like Rockstar is trying to do something similar. But the problem is, unlike Grand Theft Auto Online, where people will come back every week for a new car, like, people are not going to come back every week for some new clothing items. So, it's not enough. And the fact that enough people now, because it is a good thing that we have a lot of ways to make money in this game. But whenever you end up having so much money and gold and nothing to spend it on, then you just get tired of it. You're like, well, what am I... Like, there's people that just keep grinding and grinding and grinding, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But after a while, you just sit there and you're like, I got enough money, I have enough gold, and that's not the reason why I play this game. I play this game because I enjoy playing it, but I also play the game because I'm excited for future content. And when there's not any future content, then you're just like, okay, well, I'll go play something else for a while. But I agree, Eric, a lot of games have issues. You're right. This is the way it is nowadays. See, Mario, see, a lot has to be added. Yeah, exactly. And I always feel like, and if you disagree with me, you're welcome to disagree with me in the chat. And Kane, if you disagree with me or agree with me, you're welcome to chime in as well. I feel like the problem with Red Dead Online right now is Rockstar is continuing to... Rockstar's playing catch-up with this game. It's like... It always feels like they're trying to play catch-up. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, I feel like that's kind of what they're doing. I mean, if you think about it, there's... comparing this to GTA Online, you know, there's no competition. Like, there's no, we already know GTA Online has way more stuff than Red Dead, you know. Like, you know, whether it's the heist, you know, the casino, the various businesses and all that. You know, like, if we compare GTA Online's content compared to Red Dead, there's no competition. And that's kind of like the sad thing. A lot of people, you know, they want certain updates for Red Dead. You know, some people are like, oh, we need a heist update, or we need a new business update, and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like Frontier's Pursuits was a good update. I think
it was. I agree.
Update. I mean, I personally don't think it was... I mean, sure, it was the most innovative update out of all the updates for Red Dead so far, but I personally enjoyed the out of beta update, mainly because everyone in the community just came together. Like, they were all happy that it was out of beta, and, you know, the camp was actually working. But if we forget about the camp comment then for a second.
Yeah, because the camp issue is back. Let's see. Ruggedly Handsome, dailies are pretty much the only thing that keeps you in the grind. It was for me too, but I had gotten to the point where I would just kind of just log on, just do like one daily. And then a few days ago, I forgot, I didn't log on soon enough, and I missed one, and I was at that point where I'm like, okay. I wasn't exactly torn up over it. I'm like, okay, well, fine. I'm just not going to worry about jumping on daily anymore because I've gotten enough money in gold. I see Destiny Foxy. What's up, Destiny Foxy? How you doing? I see Six. Hello, Six. Fastest way to max out Trader. Well, this is a great week to do it. Hypothetically, if you can get your camp working, because the small and medium wagon sales are what you're getting 50% more money on it. Whenever the trader route pops up, that's a good way to earn XP towards the trader.
Along with the dailies.
The trader dailies. Yeah.
Even when you do a sale as well.
Yeah.
You get a good amount of XP for trader.
Yeah, and of course doing resupplies. I did do a guide video on all that. And basically, it's basically 3 guides in one: collector, trader, and bounty hunter. But the big issue that plagues the trader is the camp problem that is persistent on all platforms. And if you're not able to get your camp to spawn, then it's almost impossible to do the trader role. And that's a problem that's persistent that Rockstar needs to fix. And hopefully they'll do so by the next update, hopefully. I'm glad you're here, Destiny Foxy. Glad you're able to catch the stream. Let's see, Erica, I think some people are asking for cabins. People barely spend time at the camp. They want a cabin. Well, the thing is, people just want something to put their money towards, right? They feel like they're part of this world. And I think that's a thing for a lot of online games when it comes to owning properties. It makes you feel like you own something, like whether it's an apartment complex, you know, in Grand Theft Auto, or all the other stuff in that game. But people just want more than the camp, you know. The camp seems to be kind of like our place of work, you know, especially if you focus on the trader. And it's understandable that people want more. They want the ability to have like an apartment in Saint Denis, or maybe even eventually a mansion in Saint Denis, or a cabin, or something more. I see Archangel's thinking about that as well, see, especially when it comes to mansions in Grand Theft Auto, yeah. See, Shadow Doggo. What's up, Doggo? Let's see. Reddit Online needs graceful period of daily bonuses multiplier if people missed one day. Yeah, well, yeah, they don't. I don't think they really care about that sort of thing. Sadly.
I remember the daily objectives for GTA Online. Like, you know how there's a streak for, you know, daily objectives as well. Like,
Yeah.
You know, if you do it for a week, you know, you get 100k. Then for a whole month, you get 500k.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more now, but I feel like what Rockstar should have done, they should have just done the same for GTA Online, where as long as you don't like, even if you're online,
Yeah.
you know, if you don't go on Red Dead, you know, like let's say you're playing another game like, you know, Death Stranding, for example, instead.
Okay.
You know, if you forget to go on Red Dead, you know, for the entirety of that day, the next day you log in, I feel like it shouldn't count towards, you know, negatively affecting your streak. You know?
I don't know.
Because it's the same logic in GTA Online. Like, if you miss a day on the GTA Online streak, like, if you don't go on GTA, but you know you're playing another game and you're online, it doesn't affect the streak. But if you're on GTA Online and you forget to do your dailies and all that, it sends you back to the beginning. You know. That's what I think Rockstar should do.
Yeah, but I don't think Rockstar is going to implement something like that, though.
I doubt it. It's nice to hope and theorize.
Yeah, 6, that happens to a lot of people when it comes to the camp. See, Amy, that's why maxed out bounty hunter and collector, not quite trader yet. Yeah, a lot of people have been having trouble with trader because of that very issue.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can easily lose your stuff, whether, you know, for a variety of reasons. And if you lose your stuff, you don't get it back. And you have to start completely over when it comes to all those goods. And a lot of people, including me, rather just hunt. You know, just go hunting and just sell stuff directly to the butcher. At least you're getting some money that way. Let's see, Doggo. Red Dead Online is the horseback low-tech version of Death Stranding. Well, I don't know about that. I think that Death Stranding is just a completely different game in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Daniel, what's up, Daniel? How's it going? Hope y'all having a great weekend. Thank you so much to everybody that's here. And if you're enjoying the stream, a like would be very much appreciated.
Hello, Daniel.
Let's see, Kari, there's more to do in Red Dead Online than Death Stranding. Yeah, I agree. Now, the formula I think that Rockstar should have adapted in the early days of Red Dead Online, like, I still consider this to be the early days, by the way, is similar to the formula they had for Grand Theft Auto Online, where they, every couple months, they just put out a small update. That's what they should do. Like, some new horses, some new basic apartment properties, stable upgrades, and then maybe like twice a year they put out a major update or something.
Yeah.
But they should.
They should adopt the March DLC formula for Red Dead Online, like a small update, you know, in the beginning of the year, and then after the small update's been released, they release 2 big updates in, you know, summer and the fall.
Yeah. Now, I mean, eventually it'll get to the point where there's plenty of stuff to do in Red Dead Online where they won't have to do that, but like I said, this is still the early days of Red Dead Online, and they need to be focusing on adding stuff to the game. Like, especially if they want to promote the Outlaw Pass and getting people, like, on the grind, and even people, you know, buying them gold bars, you know. I mean, it's kind of self-defeating, their formula. I mean, it works to the advantage of the average player, because the average player, as long as they put some time and effort into the game and they're doing the dailies and treasure hunting and doing missions and stranger dangers and all that stuff, they're probably going to have plenty of money to buy things. So it does work to our advantage, unlike other games. But it would be nice if we actually had, you know, some stuff. Besides, ooh, a new jacket. Ooh, a new pair of boots. Oh boy, a new pair of pants.
Whoa. No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Just some boots. Nothing else. Boots.
Such excitement.
So innovative. Rockstar.
Yeah. So, Car, you're finally able to log in. Well, that's good. At least you were able to before you got disconnected. Another issue with the game. Let's see, Daniel, you don't like the realistic mechanics of Death Stranding. Let's see, Biketron says the graphics in Death Stranding are tight for PlayStation 4 Pro. Okay, cool. I know people like the game, and I'm glad people like it. It just doesn't really appeal to me. Let's see, now Truth, let's see, I used to have a PlayStation 4 version of this game. Plays better on your PC. Well, I'm glad it plays good on your PC, Truth. That's good. it seems like people that were having issues with the PC version. I think more people are able to play it now. I mean, there's still, I think, some out there having problems, but it's starting to feel like the PC is doing a little bit better. See, Doggo, I see a lot more high-ranked griefers lately. Yeah, see, that's another problem. When people get bored, some people just decide, you know what, I'm just going to take my boredom out on other players. Ruggedly.
It's kind of fun when it comes to fighting griefers or
Oh, yeah.
low levels that are trying to start stuff in Red Dead.
Well, yeah, low levels are just as guilty as griefing. And I don't have a problem with fighting back, but I don't like starting fights, you know. Like, if someone starts something with us, then okay, fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I just like, you know, crushing their dreams, thinking that they're, you know, the next MLG Red Dead player, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need, like a Red Dead Online league or some nonsense like that.
Oh, girl. I swear, if there's bloody 1v1, you know, showdown modes being thrown into esports with Red Dead, can I join in sports? I'd be a good boy.
See, Ruggedly Handsome. Let's see. I have a feeling that we're going to get an announcement this Tuesday. Yeah, I think there's going to be an update coming up soon. It's not going to be as big as, say, Frontier Pursuits. I could be wrong about that. I don't mind being wrong. I think it'll just be probably some new horses. I think they'll add new horses. I think they'll add obviously new clothing, and probably new Land of Opportunities missions. That's what I'm thinking. Continuing that story, maybe even wrapping it up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see, Mario. At least there's no more socks. Yeah, that's right. You know, because socks were all the rage. Doggo, I don't know if they're gonna add the M1899 pistol. They may, but I don't know if it's gonna be anytime soon.
If they are gonna add in the M18, you know, they'll have to do like a year time jump in this for online, because
yeah,
online takes place in.
Hypothetically, you are correct, but I think as what was it, Yan or FunMW2 pointed out when it came to the Grand Theft Auto timeline.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think Rockstar really cares. And I know some people have been asking me to do a sequel to my Grand Theft Auto Online timeline video, but it just goes back to that point that in the end, I think that Rockstar really has gotten to the point where they're like, okay, well, if it's timeline breaking content, they don't really care. But I mean, give it time. They will add the M1899. And they'll probably add other stuff that doesn't really make sense in this time period. Like, if enough people in the community want early airplanes, like biplanes, they'll probably add it. If enough people want, like, motorized cars, obviously from the late 18th, very early 20th century. Not 18th, 19th century. Anyways, well, you know what I'm saying. Late 1800s, in the first decade of the 1900s. They'll be like, you know, time light be damned. This is alternative reality, and okay, whatever, blah blah blah. They'll do that. But I mean, yeah, I know, Erica. Like early cars and biplanes were super slow, but that's not going to stop them from adding them. 6. Unfortunately, a lot of people would love to have the M1899 added to online, so. Lots of people would like to have that particular firearm. I mean, I prefer a volcanic or a revolver. That's just how I play, but there's other people that feel differently.
I've seen how the M1899 is in single player, and I'm just gonna say this: having that thing in online and showdown modes with, you know, paint it black and a good, you know, ability card loadout, that thing's gonna be lethal.
Yeah.
Like, mark my words. Mark my words.
Yeah, I purchased it at the end of the previous Red Dead Redemption 2 episode, which we'll get back to probably Monday. And I tested it a little bit, and it's definitely a really powerful semi-auto pistol. So it is going to be interesting It's only a matter of time before they add something like that to online. Let's see. Daniel says they should add the Benz pattern motor wagon. Well, yeah. I think it's only. I mean, they already have a vehicle. Like, if you go to stables, right? You go to stables. They already have a vehicles option. Now, at the moment, vehicles are just the wagons. But vehicles covers a lot of things, including vehicles that we know today as vehicles, like cars, and back then motor wagons, or self-propelled carriages, or whatever they called it during the early days of the automobile. So it's very realistic that they will ultimately, in time, add other forms of transportation. So you'll see people sooner or later driving around with those old-timey cars. They may not be as... I think there'll be pros and cons to it. I think the pro is you won't have to feed it or pet it. But there's going to be I think they have to balance it to where it has some limitations where, like, a horse will still be able to go faster. Because then people will just stop buying horses, right? It's not going to be able to go off-road like an off-road vehicle. It's not going to be the same level as, say, a supercar or a sports car in Grand Theft Auto Online, but I think they're also going to add bicycles eventually. And that actually makes more sense to add bicycles because...
Yeah, I definitely see bicycles coming into Red Dead Online. Because, I believe they were invented.
Yeah, they already existed back in this time period.
Yeah.
Especially the ones with the big stupid wheels.
Oh god, the unicycle. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how people were able to ride those. The wheels are so huge on those.
Yeah, I mean, I remember back in April this year when I went to the circus with some friends I know in real life. Yeah. There was like a clown that was on that.
No, you're thinking about the unicycle, that one wheel thing. No, there was.
Yeah, that's what I was on about. The one wheel one.
No. I was talking about the old timey bicycles that had like a really big wheel and then like a little small wheel in the back.
Yeah, that one.
That thing, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were on about the one wheel.
No, not the unicycle. The unicycle is just a novelty. It's a crazy, silly thing. I don't think they're ever going to add a unicycle.
Imagine if they did, though.
Yeah. See, Doggo. Yeah, I think they'll eventually add the buffalo rifle. It'll be like a one shot, but it'll be really OP. Or like maybe they'll add like an elephant gun.
If they add those, then PvP's gonna be it's never gonna be the same. If they add that.
Well, I mean, they can balance it by the fire rate, right? Because it's like one shot. You have to reload the gun every time you shoot, similar to the Springfield, but it'll probably be a little bit slower than the Springfield. But it'll be like way more deadly. So it'll be probably a really good sniper rifle. And it better freaking one-shot buffaloes in other big games like elk and moose. And predators like bears and cougars.
I was gonna see another gun being added. I mean, it's been added to GT Online. But I can see the musket possibly being added in the next, 4th of July rolls around.
I'm surprised they didn't do that already, though.
Yeah, same. I thought they would have done that. Yeah.
See, Goat! Hello, Goat. How's it going?
There we go.
I see 6 every day. I get killed. 2 or 3 griefers in Valentine. I definitely don't want them with the M1899. A lot of people feel that way. Unfortunately, Rockstar knows that there's people out there that want that gun, and they're going to eventually add it. They didn't just make that gun to be a PC exclusive for Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's only a matter of time before they add the M1899. The timeline be damned. I don't think that's going to matter. Further along we go into the lifespan of Red Dead Online. Yeah, but I agree, Erica. That kind of gun, just like Kane said, is going to make showdowns freaking hell. That's a squirrel. Oh, that's a chipmunk. Okay, well, chipmunks are cousins to squirrels, and I normally don't have any quarrel against them, but they have to go.
You gotta tie up the loose ends.
Let's see. I think of 6. I think they're going to add boats because that's something else people want. They want the ability to have their own boat, and especially for fishing. So I think they will add, like, I want some like basic customization options though. Like for the wagons, it'd be nice if we could just put some basic paint jobs on them. Nothing too crazy, but a little bit of customization. That would be nice. See, Mario, let's see, like in the Paul Newman, Robert Redford movie, there was that kind of, yeah, exactly, those really old-timey bikes. And it wasn't the only type of bicycle back then, so there's a few other models that existed. And I think that the basic look of the bicycle existed at this point. So bicycles are definitely an option for them to add as quote-unquote vehicles. And it would probably work very similar to the bicycles in Grand Theft Auto Online. It'd probably be the same mechanics, right? Which is also similar to the way horses work. You mash the button in order to pedal, right? The difference is you wouldn't have to feed your bicycle.
Yeah.
And I can imagine it going, probably keeping up with a horse almost on roads, but going off-road would probably be a pain in the ass. So that would probably be a way they could balance the bicycles, but hopefully, once again, they'd probably give us some customization for bicycles to varying degree. See, Doggo, oh, you mean the Zonky from Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, Doggo? Yeah, I think they're going to add more. I've mentioned this a time or two at least. I know, maybe once or twice. As the game progresses, they're going to add more ridiculous things. That's just the reality, including crazy mounts, as I like to call it, or mythical horses, or including the Zonky. They'll probably add that sooner or later. The zebra donkey, or whatever you called it. A lot of us called it the Zonky. Mr. Young, I want a toothbrush for your character. I agree. Yeah, I want some dental hygiene in this game. Dag nabbit.
All hygiene is what we need in this game.
Goat, I don't think it was called a tricycle. A tricycle is 3 wheels, not 2. So. But I think it was just called a bicycle. But I mean, I think there may have been some like early tricycles similar to that. Well, not to the same degree as what a tricycle is today. A lot of people, when they think of a tricycle, they think of a kid's like toy, like, well, not really a toy, but something like kids can like pedal around on with one front wheel and 2 rear wheels, or adults have something similar. They're called trikes. Unless you have a medical condition, they're like, I don't see the point in trikes. Like it's just, you want to be a biker, but for reasons you can't, you have a motorcycle, but you still want something like that. I've never liked trikes. I mean, if I was to be a biker, I would just get a motorcycle. I'm just saying. But I get it. There's people, like I said, that have health issues that it may be easier for them to, get around on it with a trike as opposed to a motorcycle. So, I mean, that's another thing that could possibly be added as well, because I think motorcycles were in development too. And shortly after this time period, I think. See, Mario, at some point, the train should arrive in Blackwater. Yeah, the rail line, see, that's something that bothers me about the rail line, is that I feel like the rail line should already be in Blackwater. There should already be a train line because it's a major city. It's like the second largest town in the map. Like, I would say it's second. I would say Valentine's third. And then fourth is probably Rhodes. And fifth is Strawberry. And I think that there should be already a train line. Because it's a port. And that's the way ports usually works. You have a port where boats come up and dock and unload things, including passengers and goods. And usually things get hauled around by a train. That still happens, even though a lot more things are hauled around by trucks these days as well on major highways. See, 6, how do you get a treasure map from gang hideouts? It's a random RNG thing. It's just you gotta loot bodies, and eventually, 6, you'll get a treasure map. It doesn't always happen though. Like, you'll get lootable items you can sell at fences. You can even get some collectible items. You can sell them at a bazaar, but the best way to really get a treasure map is twofold. To rank up to every 5 ranks, you get another treasure map. And sometimes you'll actually see treasure maps, like like up against trees. Like there'll be like a knife against a tree, and sometimes there's a lamp to illuminate the tree, especially at night. And if you ever see a tree lit up at night and you're just galloping around, go up to the tree and there might be a treasure map just on the tree and you can just grab it. Or treasure hunters too. There's treasure hunters you can get maps from.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy. Treasure maps.
Treasure.
In free mode.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Hello. Alright, so chat, what do you want us to do? Is there anything you want us to do in particular?
Yeah. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, we're just galloping around doing nonsense.
Yeah,
So,
it's getting a bit boring. We need to think of something.
yeah, come on, chat.
Energized. Come on,
This is-
energize us, chat.
This is a team effort, you know? It's team effort. If you guys wants to go do a legendary bounty, we'll do that. If you wants to do a story mission, we'll do that. I don't know, just give us some ideas, some things you'd like us to do. Do a quick bounty. Okay.
Yeah.
We can go do the legendary bounty real quick, I guess.
Sure. I mean, you know, you haven't done Mr. Yukon Nick on Wolfers,
Yeah.
so I think it's time we have a look at this fella that's betrayed our lovely friend Tsar Nicholas. You know, back when he was in Alaska,
I guess.
running along. So, yeah, the nearest post is in Dillo, I think.
Yeah, go. That's the bicycle we were referring to. See, don't much about Red Dead Redemption, but collecting animals for skinning, selling. Oh, I know what I need to do. Hold on. I've something I want to do.
Yeah.
There you go.
What the hell?
I have to. I'm taking a guy on a nice little relaxing
Yeah,
drag across the desert.
I've dealt with his friend. His friend was shooting you.
Well, that wasn't very nice. What did you do that for?
Yeah, I think he was just upset that, you know, he wasn't the one going for that.
Oh, he's jealous. I see. It's jealousy.
Yeah. Jealousy.
All right, there. let's see what we get off this cowpoke. He doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah, it's just having a this and that.
There we go. I got 8 cents. I'm rich.
I know.
Everybody says I sound like Tom Hanks. I don't get it. I'm gonna make a video intentionally going over the comments in my beginner's guide video where I'm gonna read nothing but the Tom Hanks comments. I swear. I don't hear it either, Space Monkey, but I wouldn't expect me to hear it because some people say I sound like Tom Hanks, some say I sound like Norm Macdonald. Some even say I sound like Ohm Record. And I'm not Ohm Record, by the way. I like Ohm Record, but I'm not Ohm Record.
To infinity and beyond.
Of course, if I was Ohm Record, you wouldn't know that because we don't know what Ohm Record looks like. Now, you know one quick way to tell I'm not Ohm Record? He's way better at Dead by Daylight than me. That's a quick way to determine if I'm Ohm Record. He's much better at Dead by Daylight. Let's see, go. GB, you sound just like GB. I agree. Why can't I just sound like me, you know? I mean, why can't I just be me? Everyone wants me to be somebody else.
Hey, GB, you sound like that It's Kane guy.
I definitely don't sound like that. For one thing, I don't live across the pond.
Would we like a nice bit of fish and chips, good sir? Lovely.
Oh, I know where this item is. It's over
Is
there.
that a wagon?
Yes, in the wagon.
Card.
The wagon. There's the
wagon.
card.
Shark card.
Yeah. You can do a Johnny Cash impersonation. Oh, cool, Space Monkey. Very cool. So if I ever get bored one day and I just get tired of getting all these Tom Hanks comments, I'm just going to make a video. Just reading them. Just for fun.
Just reading all the comments about, like, people thinking that you sound like Tom Hanks.
And for the record, I like Tom Hanks, okay? I do like... It is interesting because, see, I like Tom Hanks, I like Norm Macdonald, I like Ohm Records. I don't really have a problem with them, with people saying I sound like them. Alright, later, 6. But at the end of the day, you know, I like to believe that I sound just enough different from any of them to where I do have some unique voice of my own. But I don't know. Who knows? All right, we're gonna go do. We're gonna go pay Yukon Nick a little visit. We might as well.
Yeah. Time to entertain ourselves.
One thing I will say I like about this mission, it's one of these rare occasions where the bears are they're actually okay. I don't have a problem with these bears. They're actually rather helpful, you know. I mean, I guess these are the bears that Fat keeps going on and on about, you know.
Yeah. So
See,
that's where they went.
Yeah, he keeps talking about how bears are friendly and stuff, but we never come across the friendly bears. But you know, I guess Fat has a special place he goes, a special location on the map that no one else knows about, that only him and apparently Yukon Nick are aware of. Because that's where the special friendly grizzly bears are. Alright, let's go say hello. I mean, usually for the record, I just leave the bears in the damn cages. I mean, I know they help, but I just don't like to risk it, you know?
Yeah. When they release, I just, you know, after they've killed all the enemies, I just kill them for the XP.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't attack me, I'll leave them alone. I'm just like, whatever. I just leave them in their cage. Let someone else come along and free them.
Yeah.
Space Monkey, a server's full of bears. Oh my. Rawr.
Dooch.
Anyways, hope you all are having a great weekend. Oh, we'll shut up and let you guys watch the cutscene, because some of you like to watch cutscenes.
Yeah.
El cutscene.
El Casino. Casino!
Yeah, that. Amy. The bear. You're gonna laugh at the bears attack Kane. Me too, Amy. Me too.
They won't. Let's get it.
Bear baiting Yukon Nick. Why shit. I knew his ways would catch up with him someday. He's a trapper, but maybe more like a feudal lord. Way he runs that country up there. It's medieval, I tell you. Anyone wants to trade fur near Nick, they got to be ready for a fight. So I guess that's what happened to get him in trouble.
Okay, so I think we need to make this challenging to some degree, since it's a one-star.
Captured, most like.
Alright.
How can we make this interesting?
I have an idea.
Okay, well, we'll listen to Kane's idea in a second.
Okay.
Usually marshmallows, dogs, who like my bears. Ah, shit, but no you. I make a special case. We'll be fine. But first, we drink. Come on.
Alright, so Erica's idea says just let the bears do the work and we just sit back. Okay, that's one idea. And of course this stupid glitch is still happening in my clothing. But let's hear Kane's idea first.
My idea is only the carbine repeater and the varmint rifle we have to use.
And the cattleman.
And the cattleman and
Alright.
if you have the high roller revolver, you can use that as well.
See, I put this shit in the weapons locker and it still freaking appears on my character. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think they only show up in these missions, but
yeah, okay. So carbine repeater, varmint rifle, and cattleman.
yeah.
I wish you could make it to where you could. I'm trying to put away my other. All right, I'll pull out my high roller just to have two. Okay, there we go. Okay.
I am ready to get
And no tonics or anything.
Yeah. You can't drink any tonics.
No tonics. All right, so
If you are going to use tonics, you have to use the stuff that negatively affects your pores. Like
that also hurts your. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna. No, I just won't. I won't. I'll just eat like anything in the food wheel. I'll eat that.
Yeah.
But that's it. Oh, weapon. Okay, rugged. I didn't realize that. Now I know. Yukon Nick is Russian.
Russian.
Get some Rosh. Alright.
Mother Russia.
Alright, let's go. Alright, so rolling in with some bare bones weapons. See, we wanted a challenge, so we're challenging ourselves with these awesome weapons. If we're gonna do it, we might as well make it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's go. Alright, let's go.
You ain't going nowhere,
You can still one-shot people with the cattleman, so it's not bad. It's not a Lamal or Skullfield, but you know, I'm not dual wielding either, so I'm adding that on personal challenge. Even though I have to carry two weapons, I'm only wielding like one. So that's another thing I've added to my own personal challenge. Keep it interesting. Oh, and we can't leave until we kill everybody. So we can't. We have to wipe everybody else afterwards. And that's what I've been doing anyways. That's right, we're using starter weapons.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
To be honest, I'm not even gonna use the freaking. I'm not gonna waste any varmint ammo on this. Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you end up using
We
the
coming
I'm
out.
just going for
Alright.
Don't
headshots.
shoot.
Do we take him alive or dead?
Your friend the marshal here.
Because they say aim for the arm or some
Hey,
shit.
please. Looks like you have me cornered.
Is there any reward for
I'm
getting
going
the
down.
marshal out of there?
He
I
going.
don't know. Eh, he's dead.
Oh, they're both dead.
Well, that was a big F for us.
Oh well.
Yeah, we tried.
When you lose it. I mean,
Exactly.
I know. You, Amy, and Ark had a bit of trouble.
Yeah, and everyone kept saying, just shoot him in the arm, just shoot him in the arm. And this is after the fact, guys. After we've already recorded the video. Like, besides, does it matter? You still, like, can take him in as long as he's still alive. I mean, sorry, Marshall, you just were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Poor Marshall.
Oh well. He's in a better place now.
Oh, fuck. Give me up, give me up, give me up. I'm gonna die.
Oh shit. Ah. I'm coming, comrade.
These crappy weapons. Alright.
Oh shit. Come on, come on. Revive.
Alright, run. I hate these weapons.
It's so.
Alright. Fat! What's up, Fat? How's it going?
Hello, chap.
Alright, so I think we got them all. Okay, so let's just grab the body and...
I'm gonna quickly dispose of these bears.
Oh, don't do that. They haven't been attacking us.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, oh dear.
See, they're not attacking
my
us.
My plans have backfired. My plans backfired.
They're not, but they're not, like I said, they're not attacking us. Let them deal with...
Oh shit! What happened there?
Set off an explosion!
Oh shit, I didn't mean to.
Let's see. Connor, thanks for the super chat. I will read your super chat in just a second. Hold on. But thank you, Connor, for the 10-year super chat. Like I said, I promise I'll read your chat. My horse is a piggy tail. I wish you could ride the bear. Can you ride the bear? Bear. This is our friend. This is our friend. Look, see? These are, look, we are entitled to have a friend every day.
My horse!
Well, that wasn't.
It was.
That was these asshole NPCs' fault. Alright, so anyways, let's see, Connor says, hello. just watched your beginner's guide for this mode, and I want to say thank you. I haven't started playing yet, but I know you would have made a lot of mistakes. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Connor, to watch my beginner's guide video. And super chats, along with memberships, never required, but always greatly appreciated. I will get you a turkey for the wall for the rest of November. So thanks again, Connor, and I hope that the beginner's guide proves to be very helpful for you. Amy, I'm surprised that Fat would appear, you know. We mentioned bears a few times, and that would cause him to be summoned, right, Amy?
I guess that's how you summon him.
Let's see, Truth.
Ritual.
Truth, has anyone ever told you you sound exactly like Norm Macdonald? We just went over that. Whether it's Tom Hanks or Norm Macdonald or Ohmwrecker, I sound like one of them. And look, personally I like all three of them, so I don't have a problem with it. But you go back to the beginner's guide video, you see so many comments where everyone's like, "Hey, you sound like Tom Hanks." "Hey, Tom Hanks, thanks, Forrest." Oh God. Hey, come on, say Jenny for us, please. Jenny.
That goes out back with the other filth. Then the money's yours.
There. Stupid glitch. Alright, so we beat our dumb nonsense challenge.
Yeah. We should do that again, but for the Hanging of Tom Davis mission.
No. No.
Yes.
No, we're not.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
No, because
Yes.
last time I attempted to do that, it was a nightmare, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but you got me on your side.
That's okay, I'm good.
And I did it with Red once, and we made a bet. Whoever died first out of me and him, we'd had to do a arena war and all that.
Yeah, that's okay.
He ended up helping me with that.
That's okay. I'm not gonna participate in this sort of nonsense.
Aw, come on.
$25, that's all we got? What a ripoff.
25 quid.
We even did the challenge too. We should have been paid more.
Exactly.
Alright, good. It gave me back my standard weapons. Oh, thank you, Fat. I appreciate that. Kane's just a meanie beanie, that's all.
I ain't no big old meanie beanie. I know what the bears are really up to. They're plotting against us.
Not those bears. Those bears were fine.
They were planning something.
There we go. Fix my outfit again.
Better grab that.
Amy, all three. How about this? What if they sound like me? See, no one ever considers that. See, that's the way we should look at it. Tank is a junior. What's up, Tank? How's it going?
No, it's Train. Hi, Train Boy. How you doing?
Alright, so we did that. See, is there any other... I still haven't found any squirrels. I know where to find some squirrels at. Alright. Let's keep going. I'm gonna go find me some squirrels. They're usually running around these parts, scurrying by the trees. But what's everybody up to this weekend? Let me know in the live chat. Or comment section if you happen to be, watching this later when it's a video. Tomorrow we'll be streaming on Xbox One, and then Monday we'll probably get back to Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC. After a week's hiatus, and I think it was a good hiatus to go on because there was some issues with the game over the past week, but some various fixes to the PC version I think have improved stability issues to Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out Monday. But also Monday I'll be posting a new vlog, and you all have the opportunity to participate in the vlog. Either in Discord, we have a grateful vlog room. You can post what things you're grateful for. I'm not grateful for being disconnected.
I just got DC'd as well.
Yeah, thank you, Rockstar. So,
Great game service.
So my vlogs are over on my vlogs channel, which is probably going to be deleted, like along with all my other channels because of YouTube. Apparently, that's the rumor now that channels that provide them no money will be deleted. I don't believe it, though. Because they do that, then a ton of channels are going to be gone.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that make no money.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then I had a good run, you know. I guess I'll never hit 500 before 2020 after all.
It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I know it costs money to house all of our videos in all these servers and stuff they have. But you do something like that, then you're preventing, like, the future content creators from even existing, you know? Like, that is the backbone of YouTube, as a lot of people said. The backbone of this platform is the content creators. And the big content creators today were not big yesterday. They started off small. And if this policy is how we read it, then that prevents anybody from ever becoming the next big YouTuber. So I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true at all. I think they need to elaborate on that little issue on that policy. Let's see. Truth says I've had a couple issues on PC, but fixed it. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's going better for you, Truth. Let's see. Goat says getting some Subway later for late lunch, and then after the stream, probably going to play some different games on Epic. Okay, cool. Very cool. Goat. Let's see. Fat says can't be true, GB. Makes no sense. Exactly. I mean, my guess is it's going to be like dormant channels that haven't added content in a very long time.
Yeah, like 6-7 years.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant by it. Like if you have a channel that hasn't produced a new video in like Kane says, like 5 years or longer or 3 years, then those channels might be deleted. Which sucks for content creators and streamers that have died, because there are plenty out there, sadly, that passed away. I mean, their legacy is basically going to be wiped out. Like my dad, you know, he died over 3 years ago. And the big reason why I started doing videos on his channel again was to keep that channel alive. Because I had a fear that if eventually it may get to the point where YouTube in the past has deleted YouTube channels that have become dormant. In a lot of ways, besides myself and my sisters, that channel is my dad's legacy, you know. And I didn't want to see the channel die, so I said, okay, well, every now and then I'll post a video that I guess is part of the format of that channel, part of the theme, and kind of keep the channel going. I don't know. But it would... I feel like that's what it has to be, because if they start just deleting people's channels, because like your channel and Riley's channel and other people's channels that are, especially those that are just starting off, that aren't currently partnered or monetized, they're just doing it because they enjoy doing it and they just want to make content because they like it and they want to live stream because they enjoy live streaming, then yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, like, it's really just going to be a smack in the face to, you know, the people that just have fun, and they're not one of them people that, like, oh yeah, let's become, you know, the next big, you know, YouTuber, you know, with, you know, doing daily vlogs and all that, or just making really bad content where it's just, like, just forcing itself to be, like, you know, child-friendly and all that, when in reality, you know, the person isn't really, you know, suitable for, like, that kind of format.
Yeah, there's a lot of concerning issues with YouTube right now with, like, COPA. That's a problem that a lot of YouTube kids channels are a lot of them are gonna probably be wiped out, and a lot of the toys channels, and there's probably even some gaming channels that play like kid-friendly games, you know. So it sucks because it's something YouTube got caught doing. They got in trouble for it, and now everyone else a lot of others are getting punished for it. But along with the COPAs, there's that other issue of, like, what do they mean by channels that aren't making them any money, that aren't commercially viable? What does that mean? I mean, does that mean that the channel is never going to be commercial viable? Is it content that's just ridiculously stupid that can never be, like, even down the road, have ad revenue on it? Is that what they mean? I mean, I don't know. See, Biketron, let's see. The golden age of YouTube is coming to an end. Yeah, I have a bad feeling that's the case. I just hope that a new platform comes along soon. And I've been part of YouTube for a while, you know, as a viewer and a subscriber to many other channels and even a content creator. I've had a few channels prior to the gaming channel. And I have a few other channels out there too, but... You know, the same thing happened to MySpace. You know, there was a time when a lot of us loved MySpace, but MySpace went bye-bye. I mean, it's still out there, but it's kind of a YouTube. It's kind of a music social media thing now. Let's see, Eddie, how to get PlayStation. Well, I think you can get like a 7-day trial for PlayStation Plus, Eddie.
Yeah.
But even that...
Free 2-week one as well.
Yeah. But after that expires, then you have to pay for it, either monthly or annually. It's actually cheaper to do it annually, even though a lot of people probably can't afford to do it like that. But it is, in the long run, cheaper to just pay, what, $60 a month, or how much it is throughout the rest of the world. Let's see, Mr. Young, Copo will hurt Minecraft. Yeah, I think a lot of Minecraft, Roblox channels, Nintendo channels. And it's just funny because Nintendo finally allowed more and more content creators to actually make content and stream their games, right? So it feels like, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting situation to see how it all plays out. Let's see. YouTubers have pissed off so much. YouTube has pissed off so much content creators. And it's ridiculous how they're only going to let moneymakers see money thirsty. Apparently, non-money makers cost YouTube extra and unnecessary money to upload. Ruins the you and YouTube. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Red says, I don't know. Nintendo channels will be hurt mostly. Well, even though it's the same problem, Red, that the toy channels are going to have with the toy collectors. Like, a lot of them are adults, and they have, like, quote-unquote, action figures and toys that... It's that gray area that's the problem. Because kids obviously also like toys, you know? And even though a lot of their stuff is, like collectibles, like from the 80s or the 90s... It still falls into the toys category. The same thing goes with most Nintendo games. It falls into the E for everyone category, which includes kids. Just like Roblox, just like Minecraft. It's just, we have to hope that maybe the FTC will be considerate of some of these things. But I don't know. I feel like it's just the danger of having any government agency given this kind of control. I don't know. But we'll see how it plays out. See, Fat, people that play Grand Theft Auto 5, we don't know. I mean, that's the problem, Fat. I mean, yeah, Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead and other mature games, you think hypothetically, if you go by the rating systems, whether it's ESRB or PEGI, which is supposed to be like teenagers to adults only, you think we would be okay, but that's just the sad reality. We really don't know. Rainbow. Hello, Rainbow. I don't play with new viewers. We have a kind of a vetting system. I do play with my viewers and subscribers and fans, but we've had some bad apples in the past, so we have kind of a vetting process. That's just the way it goes. Let's see, Vader. Hello, Vader. I don't know when Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but I feel like they'll probably announce it probably 2020. Yeah, sometime in 2020. Getting tired, Kane?
No, I'm fine.
Ah, I finally found some squirrels. Yay. See, Rainbow Dogs, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the GeauxBurns Nation. Well, now, truth, I don't really want to talk about that. It's best not to. It's just say that some don't exactly like to follow the rules. But, you know, I'm just saying, there's this... Most people I play with are pretty cool. Most of the fans are pretty cool. And I do love playing in my community. And we do have a great Discord community as well for y'all to join. But every now and then you do come across some individuals that, you know, it's just the way it is. But as the old saying goes, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
But I used to have more of an open door policy, but I learned the hard way that it was unwise to have that open door policy. Well, you know, live and learn.
Be easily abused. It's the problem.
Exactly.
They'll abuse that trust and
Yeah.
they'll just basically, you know, have like a medieval civil war, you know, fallout.
Yeah.
Just, you know, like explosions everywhere, basically.
Well, I mean,
that shit.
Yeah, there's various things that have transpired.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's see. Vader, I honestly don't know. I mean, I'm not exactly a expert. But I mean, GTA 4 is an older game, so you should be okay, I suppose. I mean,
GTA 4 is a brilliant game.
yeah, it is, but I mean, on PC it should be. Like, I think most PCs should be able to easily run GTA 4 today.
Yeah.
See, go. Let's see, the base statistics is what I get. Highly recommended. Not buying. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's a big mystery about when or if we'll get Grand Theft Auto 6. I think we'll get it eventually. It's only a matter of time. I mean, a franchise as successful as Grand Theft Auto and, you know, Grand Theft Auto 5 selling so well, I'm sure it's only a question of when. Well, go, like I said, I don't want to elaborate any more about it. I will say this. We do have rules, and they're not totalitarian type rules. They're not ridiculous rules. They're standard rules for any community. And some people just have trouble following the rules. Some people, you know, just have issues. And unfortunately...
Democracy, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like Erica says. Yeah.
In the words of Chancellor Bennett, I love democracy.
But, you know, you just always have to be on guard. And I wish I didn't have to be. But it's just a reality, you know. Just a reality. Okay, what else we got? We got the squirrels dealt with. Is there anything else we want to do? Yeah, dry goods. Facial. I guess we can go change Wolf's facial perhaps.
Yeah. Blackwater's, I'm assuming Blackwater's just down the road.
Yeah. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. We're just hanging out, chilling.
Maybe do I. It's turning into one of them things, I guess, you know?
I see Red's enjoying the Red Dead Online stream while he's getting bullied by cops in Need for Speed Heat. Poor Red.
I'm blessed, mate.
Damn cops. You damn cops.
Cops.
I'm just trying to drive my supercars down the highway at ridiculous speeds. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go. And do this real quick.
Come on in.
I don't even know why I guess I'm just doing this out of boredom. I mean, like I said, I have enough gold right now. Guess we'll go. See, I switched between clean shaven and stubble for Wolfus. Path of least resistance, so get those 20 nuggets. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh,
Get
yes.
them nuggets.
Fine, Debbie Does. Those 20 nuggets.
Don't want it for a day.
What else is there? Hello, randos. The Fox Charron Mark II is a good horse. I like it. It's a smaller horse than a Turkmen or a regular Fox Trotter, but it's alright. It's not as small as, say, an Arabian. but it's still a smaller horse. Let's see, in my opinion, Rockstar should construct a major remastered. I don't know if they're ever going to go backwards in time with the 3Ds. I think they could very well possibly be revisiting Vice City as a map, or part of the map for Grand Theft Auto 6. But we really, I mean, even to this point, we really don't know what Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be. There's been rumors and leaks, but nothing confirmed. But obviously the community have been wanting Rockstar to go back to Vice City for a long time, and since the Roman numerals VI spell out Vice, you know, it would make sense. Brian! Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Let's see. Silly dailies. Dry goods. What dry goods do we have? Hey.
I think biscuits and crackers, they count as dry goods.
Why doesn't cheese count, Gromit?
I don't know. I don't know why the cheese don't count. Not even Wensleydale.
Man, our cheese isn't technically dry, but I got some bread. Let's have some bread. Get that carb action.
Yeah. Carbs.
Get them carbs. Got the biscuits and bread and carbs going on. Even though I try to eat less carbs, I try to eat more protein or vegetables or fruit.
Vegetables.
Trying to get healthy. Ah, there you go. Yeah, Erica, there's a lot of clickbaiting out there, sadly. Damn clickbaiters. See, gut reasoning being is it would be hard to create the next perfect Grand. Well, there's never going to be a perfect game, but that'll be interesting to see what Rockstar has up their sleeves. Maybe they're working on 2 games. Maybe they're working on Bully 2 and Grand Theft Auto 6. That'd be nice. I think we're a long ways off from a Red Dead 3. I don't think that's ever gonna. Well, I'm not saying it's never gonna happen, but I say it's a long ways off.
Yeah, but I personally don't want a Red Dead Redemption 3. You already know my opinion. I feel like the ending was pretty well deserved.
Yeah.
Too. They kind of wrap things up nicely.
Yeah.
But I have said before that I would be up for a sequel to Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah.
But like with the Rage engine and not like, the arcade, shooting mechanic. Like,
yeah, it'll be...
Like, make Revolver feel like a Rockstar game.
You know what I would like?
Like GTA. Yeah.
You know, I would like for them to officially bring, like Red Harlow and all of them officially into Red Dead Redemption verse, and do basically a remaster of Red Dead Revolver, like you said. But maybe like add more to it, and add Red Harlow and you can bring back the same voice actors if you want, because like Red Harlow was the same voice actor that did what Haynes and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Haynes from 5, yeah.
But maybe make it a little bit more serious, I guess. Maybe make it a little darker. I mean, you could still make it. You could still have like spaghetti western elements to it, like the clowns. Just make that clown game a little bit scarier, I guess. Not as funny and silly and stupid.
Yeah, make him like Joker, or severely messed up in the head.
Yeah. But the interesting thing about Red Dead Revolver is that it set the precedent for having multiple protagonists, because you have several protagonists in Red Dead Revolver, not just Red Harlow.
Yeah.
Because you play as Jack Swift, you play as Annie Stokes, you play as Buffalo Soldier, and as what was the Native American character's name? That wasn't his name, Cat. No, wrong. That's Mortal Kombat, Kitty Cat. That's Nightwolf. You're thinking of Nightwolf. No, not that either.
No, that's Nico Bellic.
Wow, my cat's so intolerant.
I know.
What was his? Shadow Wolf. Yes. I think it was Shadow Wolf, right?
I think so. I can't remember.
Well, she was close. It was a wolf. So there you go. So yeah, that'd be an idea. Erica doesn't like clowns. Yeah, a lot of people kind of have that phobia. So they could always do that. You know, maybe it wouldn't be as big as, say, Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2 size-wise, but it could be a good quality, like, Red Dead game. Erica does have senses. Good senses, unlike Trevor. Trevor's a little cray-cray. He's a crazy guy. But, I mean, it could serve that purpose that Kane has. You know, you could also make it a, remaster and a sequel, to Red Dead Revolver. And then put it into the Red Dead Redemption verse,
Yeah, then everyone's happy, basically.
Yeah.
You got the Red Dead Revolver people that wanted a new game, they're happy.
Yeah.
And the people that want another, Red Dead Redemption, type game, they'll be happy because they've kind of got it, but it's not the same story.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's actually an idea to think about. I mean, I think one thing that Rockstar should do is consider quality over quantity. I mean, yeah, that's right, quality over quantity. And, like, they keep trying to go bigger and bigger, and it's fine to have big worlds to venture into, but I'd rather have a nice, decent-sized world with a lot to it, a lot to offer. And that's one thing I would hope from a Bully 2 game, where it would obviously be nowhere near the size of, say, the map of even Grand Theft Auto 5's map. But as long as it has a good story and a lot of things to do in that world and it feels alive, it would work. And they could also do the same thing with Red Dead Revolver, and they could just have it set out west of New Austin. So that's where I think it would exist, like, because if you go by like a lot of, like, you'll see a lot of people like randomly in Red Dead Redemption 1 and even in Red Dead Redemption 2 talk about stories of Red Harlow. He's more of a mythical figure, like a legend. And it would be cool. Maybe even have some interactions where he just happens to run into Dutch one day in a town, and that'd be kind of cool. Or just a little nod and a wink, right? That's an idea. Say, Brian, what do you think? What I think of John Turturro as Carmine Falcone? Well, hopefully it'll work. I don't know. I'm not against the idea. But they're casting a lot of big name actors and actresses for that movie. I mean, I think that they're trying to build like a new Batverse, a new world. So it will be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm guessing they're lining it up for like a franchise, not just a one-off movie. But it's an awful lot of characters they're introducing just for one movie. Let's see, Space Monkey, a prequel to Vice City. I don't know if they're ever going to do that because, as of right now, the 3D verse is not connected to the HD verse. So, in Grand Theft Auto. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind them. I think they have brought over elements from the 3D verse, like case in point, like San Andreas. Some things have been brought over from San Andreas to, say, Grand Theft Auto 5. And they could do the same thing from Vice City to Grand Theft Auto 6. I wouldn't mind. I mean, a lot of people talk about wanting a female protagonist, okay? Well, not everybody, but if you're going to do a female protagonist, then you got to do it right. You have to make her believable. Not a Mary Sue. Make her flawed. Make her a badass. But I think a good female protagonist would be one related to a known, well-liked character, like Tommy. Tommy Vercetti. Maybe they bring him back. They bring back Ray Liotta to voice him, and like he's an older Tommy Vercetti who's basically the godfather or a powerful like crime boss in Vice City, right? And you play as his daughter, and then some shit goes down, and an interesting idea. I think I made a video about that a while back. That was my idea. As long as you make her... See, that's the problem. A lot of these writers do a terrible job And it's silly because there've been a lot of great like action female characters in the past that have been very likable and very believable. It's just the writers have gotten terrible.
Yeah, they try and make the female basically like a god, you know, when it comes to their writing. Like they try and make her like the big superhero, and you know, the male characters, they're just, you know, degenerates and all that.
Yeah.
They're just leeching off of her.
Yeah, and that's where they make
no idea what they're on about.
In both capacities, that's where they make the mistake. They make most of the male characters bad and terrible, or no real redeeming quality. It's one thing. I mean, look, we're flawed creatures, humans, and it's okay for male characters to be flawed, and it's okay for female characters to be flawed. It's about rising above those flaws. About, you know, having them montages like back in the 80s. You know, people like montages. You go from sucking to getting better at something, just like you do in real life. And I don't have a problem with Ray or Daisy as an actress. I think she's a good actress. I like her. What I have a problem with is how they wrote Ray in Star Wars, where they made her all powerful and stuff, and they should have, you know, given her a fucking montage. Maybe they will.
They did it for Luke, I believe. You know.
Yeah.
Like in Empire, you see bits of his training. You know.
Yeah. So it's possible that they may be planning that with Rise of Skywalker. See, Space Monkey, Tommy has the son of Mercedes. Okay. Well, he could have also had a daughter then, hypothetically. Or is that your own fanfic? I think he's fanficking.
Maybe.
Well, why does it have to be a son, though? It could be a daughter as long as it's believable and, you know, as long as it works. And I think that Hauser is a good enough writer to make a female protagonist work. So, I think it's doable. Yeah, I agree, Brian. I think Rockstar is capable of doing it. Oh, it's your fanfic. Okay. Well, Goat, I mean, the thing is, I mean, it could be Mercedes as Tommy's significant other. And then you could have, like, this whole family dynamic, right? Between, like, the female protagonist and her mom and her dad, and they could do that. It's an idea. See, Fat, wonder what will happen when Fred did online during the Christmas period. Well, last year there was Christmas music in the saloons. So they'll probably bring back that. But, like, for snowball fights, I just think they should make it to where we can carry out snowball fights up in the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think that should have already been a thing up in the Grizzlies, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like... Because I can just imagine all the fun that, you know, a lot of people would have, you know, using snowballs. And an idea I have, specifically for when the snow comes back in GTA Online, is I want to do, like, a battle royale with a few people, only using snowballs. You know? I'm just gonna ask people who want to take part in that, and it's just gonna be crazy, you know? Like,
okay.
Like, I'm interested, you know? I want to see how many people would actually be involved and interested in that idea.
Yeah.
Because it's a dumb idea, but it's also a funny idea at the same time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Seems like fun.
Last man standing, you know?
Yeah.
Only using snowballs.
Sounds like fun. See, Goat, I've always contemplated at the end of Vice City, Tommy took over Vice City, became a new mob boss, controlled all the districts. It would make sense. Yeah, exactly. Plus, it would tie into, you know, obviously a fan favorite character from the Grand Theft Autoverse, and they don't have to bring over everything from Vice City if they just want to, like, cherry pick a few things, right? I mean, it would be the right way to do it. Well, Erica, I mean, that's just the way politicians and SJWs are going to be. They're going to get pissed about everything. They love being outraged, whether it's legitimate issues or, you know, much to do about nothing. But the point is, it's only a matter of time before there is a female protagonist in Grand Theft Auto. and this is the way I look at it. It can either be done right, or she can be done wrong and be like your typical Mary Sue SJW type, and I don't want that. And I think most Grand Theft Auto fans don't want that either. So if we're gonna have a female character, then make her likable, make her like, you know, make her have character, make her have flaws, make her have strengths and weaknesses, you know, pros and cons. You know, she doesn't have to be a freaking, she's not a superwoman, you know. Let's see, Amy says, I'd be up for kicking Kane's ass in a snowball fight.
Well, yeah. Amy, there's a bit of a problem in that regard.
What?
You're on the Xbox, and I'm on the PlayStation, so I'm always nice and safe.
Well, maybe she'll borrow somebody's PS4 and borrow their character and just do that just so she can come smack you in the face with some snowballs. Oh no. Oh no, not ideas. Scary ideas. Let's see, Erica. Erica, yeah, exactly. Just like Sarah Connor in the first Terminator movie, she's a great character. Because she starts off as a waitress, you know, independent woman, you know. And she has flaws. And then by the end of Terminator, the first one, you see how she's becoming the woman she's meant to be, you know, a strong, you know, like independent type, you know, much stronger. She has more confidence in herself. She believes in herself because she's been through a lot. So as long as it's done right, it can work. But that's just one thing you have to be mindful of, doing it properly.
Yeah, I mean, I've only just got around to actually watching the first Terminator film. I watched it on the 30th, I did, and I like it. I like it, but I do definitely agree with people. I do agree that it is definitely you know, saturated now. You know, it's been overdone. Yeah. You know, because looking at the newer films, there's practically no story. It's just, you know, T-800. You know, Arnold's just there just to be Arnold. You know. Yeah. No real reason.
Go. I'm the host. You guys are no. You guys are all involved. It's a very interactive live stream. So that's what I like to do. Oh, Amy says her brother has a PS4, so you're doomed, Kane.
Oh shit.
You're doomed.
Well, thank you for giving her the idea.
hey.
On my epitaph, I will say I am now placing a hit on you.
For what?
Anybody in this world that sees GB in the streets, you have the orders from yours truly to throw rotten fruit at them. There you go. For giving any ideas, like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, that better be a joke, or you're gonna swing. Not.
You have to catch me first, boy.
See, Goat. I guess he'll be doing one of Kane's like live streams over on his channel. Like whenever the snow returns to GTA.
Yeah, the snow return. I'll probably just ask a few other people that'll be interested, other fellow content creators or folks that just like, I wanna, you know, throw snowballs at Kane. You know, so I'll just ask anyone that's interested. And boom, bada bing.
See,
the snowball royale.
Yeah, probably sometime next month. See, Fat, do you think we'll ever have free aim lobbies? Well, I think Rockstar's entertaining the interest with the free aim series. I don't know how many people are playing the free aim modes, but I think if enough people keep requesting it, I'm sure Rockstar will eventually add the ability for us to have a free aim lobby. I don't know. But the problem is with certain ability cards, it kind of renders free aim pointless.
Yeah, example, paint it black. You know? I remember when Elimination Series was like free aim for a bit. I ended up I won so many matches of Make It Count by just using painted black with the tomahawk or the bow. Yeah. And I'm like, come on, Rockstar, that's unfair. That's unfair.
Yeah, they didn't
have to use it. Yeah,
well, they should. See, the thing is, they should disable it. You know, they should disable it. Let's see. SGM Rockstar's already consulting. Yeah. I'm sure Rockstar really cares about their opinions. No, they don't. Let's see, Amy. See, don't listen to Kane. Be nice to GB. I agree. I agree with Amy. Be nice to me.
Nah.
Be nice. I want people to be nice to me and kind to me.
I am always nice to you. What are you talking about? That is fake news, I tell you. I gotta get my boy DJ Trump on here saying fake news. This is absolutely. You know, it's huge. This fake news scandal. I'm so shocked.
Yeah. Well, Brian, that's the point. There are great, like female heroines that already exist in the world, you know, and various movies and books and comics. And what it comes down to is it's just like any other character. It's like either you want a character to be good, to be like loved and sympathized with, they have to be fleshed out better. And yes, fleshing out a character also includes adding things like flaws, shortcomings, making them less than gods. Like even like case in point, you brought up like Wonder Woman. Like even Wonder Woman, who's basically a goddess, she has flaws too, you know. But she overcomes those odds. And that's the point. The odds. The fact you start off, like of any other work of literature of a hero, you know, they start off flawed. They start off not knowing what the hell they're doing. Just like a video game, you start off with like 0 skill tree. And then eventually you work up that skill tree. You get better at those skills, just like in any other genre. And you get past the mistakes and the flaws and the, you know, one step forward, a couple of steps backwards, getting knocked down, getting back up again. And that's just something a lot of writers just these days seem to not grasp. Like it's like literary 101. You know, I took some lit classes back in the day. I know what it takes to have a compelling story and arcs, and like especially when it comes to heroes and tragic heroes. Goat's got some spilled milk. Ah. Let's see, Bytron, baddest woman in gaming, Fern Shepard from Mass Effect. Okay, well, see, there you go.
God. Why would you do that, Space Monkey?
Yeah, don't throw milk at people. That's rude.
Yeah, well, why would you throw milk at yours truly?
Yeah, you know how much.
Guys.
You know, those dairy cows went through a lot of effort to make that milk.
Yeah. Oh wait, you're just worried about the cows.
Yeah, I am. Somebody think about it. No one ever thinks about the dairy cows. You know, that's a lot of work. You know,
But I'm the one that's getting spoiled milk thrown at me.
Yeah, that too. It's also a waste. I mean, milk should be used for, you know, milk, like cereal and making stuff. Cheese
And a
and
good
butter.
old cup of tea. Good old cup of tea.
Yeah, if that's what you like in your tea or coffee, I guess.
Aye. Okay.
Well, I mean, goats too, Space Monkey. What, you think goats are any less important than dairy cows? Wow, Space Monkey.
Yeah, come on.
People like goat milk.
Yeah, man.
Well, make up your mind, Space Monkey. You can't just keep changing it from dairy milk to goat milk to almond milk. Make up your mind, son.
Next thing you know, he's gonna say it's vegan milk or something.
Yeah, it's probably soy milk.
Soy milk. Don't get me covered in the soy boy. I'm not a soy boy. Okay?
Anyways.
He needs some milk.
Anyways.
Pig milk? What? What, Michael?
I think people are just throwing out random animals that happen to be mammals that produce milk. So now it's getting a little carried away. No, Fat, I disagree. I don't think it should be like Arthur. Arthur's a great protagonist, but you always want to make your protagonist to be a little bit different. Or else, why not just make all your protagonists Arthur?
Yeah, just get Roger Clark to voice all your characters.
Yeah, I mean, That's what makes a protagonist enduring, is that each one is individual. I mean, there may be some similar traits, but there's also enough differences that set them apart for each one. So you don't want to clone, carbon copy of a protagonist from Red Dead to Grand Theft Auto to any other game that happens to have a protagonist. There is no chicken milk because chickens are birds and birds don't produce milk fat.
Chicken milk.
Birds lay
What?
eggs. They don't have to make milk. See, this is officially just.
This is going down the rabbit hole.
This is going a little too. Yeah.
This is getting a bit too spooky for me, you know.
Yeah. I think we're about to call it a day.
Yeah. What the hell?
Alright. I'm gonna go look at the river real quick, and then we're gonna call it a day. That's not true, Goat. That is definitely not true. But trying to be funny.
If that's the case, I wonder what would happen to Foggo and Lingo.
No, it's like any other mammal. In order to live, an animal has to eat, they have to drink, and most importantly, they need oxygen. So, I hate to use science and biology, to quash some of y'all's rumor mills and folklores and nonsense, but that's just life. But anyways. Oh well. So I think that's the end of today. Kane?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing with me today. We're going to work on maybe tomorrow or Monday. We'll see what our schedules are like. Whatever works for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm usually available most of the time.
Okay. So start working on your, I guess your top 10 list. And I'll work on my top 10 list, and then hopefully we'll get that. I'd like to get it out by Wednesday, depending on what happens this week. I mean, hell, as far as we know, there could be an update Wednesday. We don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we're going to do a review of the Legendary Bounties now that all 10 have officially come out. And you're welcome to participate in that as well, but you have to go to the Yukon Nick 5-star Legendary Bounty video. And that's where you'll leave your comments about what your favorite or least favorite bounties have been. So all of you watching, you can do that. You can also check out Kane's channel. Do you have anything you're planning to do this weekend, Kane, on your channel?
I mean, I'm thinking about possibly streaming GTA in a bit, maybe. I don't know.
Well, there you go.
Might not.
Kane may go do some GTA action for you all in just a few minutes.
VIP works double money, so I gotta get on that grind, I gotta get on the grind.
Yeah, the grind. I think I accidentally I'm going into story mode, so let me exit the game.
Okay.
Even though no one can hear it. I mean, y'all can hear it, but y'all can't see it. Hey, Shotgun. Yeah, we're wrapping up the stream. It was just a chill stream all day. But Shotgun, are you streaming tonight? Are you doing any more Dead by Daylight? What are you up to, Shotgun? While I have you here, Shotgun. Like, she's about to leave. Like, no, Shotgun, let me keep you here for a second.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah.
Back yourself.
Yeah, but I do appreciate all of you being here. And Kane's going to be streaming he's planning on streaming some GTA in a little bit on his channel. And then we'll be back at tomorrow on Xbox One. And you guys can also be part of the vlogs video this week. We're going to be talking about things we're grateful for. You can participate in the community tab of the channel. Post it by tomorrow, your submission, or the Discord. We have a specific room for that as well. So that's the plan for the weekend. And Kane will probably be streaming in just a few minutes some GTA.
Yeah.
And see Shotgun, I'm hoping to stream some Dead by Daylight. Well, cool. Maybe I'll join you tonight, Shotgun, if there's room.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shotgun's channel. I think this is correct. It's an old command, but it works.
Hopefully it still works.
It's an old command, but it still checks out. So there you go.
Hey, there we go.
So also check out Shotgun on Twitch. So there you go. But anyways, Kane, I will talk to you later.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit, GB. Thanks for having me on.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
Okay. Now before we go, let's say goodbye to everybody. All right, goodbye, Shotgun. If you are streaming tonight, like I said, if you have a room, I'll jump on. Are you still doing the PTB, or are you done with the PTB? I kind of went back to regular Dead by Daylight. So I don't know what your Planderlin is tonight. We'll see. Let's see. But God, thanks for being here. Fat Chinese Gaming, thanks for being here as well. And Fat also has a channel. Put his command in there too. I don't know what Fat's up to. All right, cool. So you're back on. You're back in the regular. Yeah, me too. I mean, it was fun. It's just that after a while, you're like, okay, well, that was entertaining. I'm just gonna go back to normal Dead by Daylight. And if I end up playing with Shotgun tonight, I'll share her stream tonight as well via the socials as usual. When it comes to playing with her or Lark or Retro or others. But Amy, thanks for being here. Amy, Kane, thanks for playing me today. And Fat, thanks for being here. Along with Erica, doing a great job modding as always, Erica. Brian, thank you for being here. Michael Washington, and of course, Goat and Space Monkey, Mr. Young. Let's see who else was here. Oh, yeah, thank you so much to Connor for the 10 euro super chat. Very much appreciated. You will be getting a turkey on the wall for tomorrow and throughout the rest of the month. Gobble, gobble for you, sir. Let's see. Did I leave anybody out? If I forgot somebody, I do sincerely apologize. Biketron was here as well. And Truth was here. Thanks for being here, Truth. Oh, there was a lot of people that stopped by today. So tomorrow we'll be back at it again. Over on the Xbox One, another chill stream, Red Dead Online. Back on Red Dead Online. Brian, you are an awesome person as well. You are all awesome. You all give me a reason to keep doing this. And for that, I am extremely grateful. If you're new to the channel, I stream and cover Red Dead Online. And I also stream and cover Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC. And occasionally we do play other games. If you like the content in the streams, you're welcome to subscribe and join the GeauxBurns Nation to be notified about future streams and content. Ring, ding the bell. And for the list of all of our junior members, elite members, listed below in the description section, as well as over in the About section of the channel, along with all of our awesome social medias, including our fantastic Discord community, which you are all welcome to join. You all have a great weekend, and tomorrow, once again, we'll be on Xbox One for Red Dead Online. Maybe Amy, Archangel, and a few others will join us on Xbox One Red Dead Online. We'll see. But have a great weekend, everybody. To all you cowgirls, cowboys, cowpokes out there, from the bottom of my heart, to each and every one of you, have a great weekend. And as always, thanks for watching.